Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, everybody. Good to see everybody in tonight. We got a whole bunch in here. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Let's see who we got. We got Little Dove. Hello, Little Dove, and Janice, and Robin, and Rapunzel. Tree, and Fried Green Tomatoes. Chris Mulcher. Ada, D Lucky, Ziggy V. Love you, Ziggy V. Chandra, Damien, K Sailor, Marcia, Auntie M, Marcia L, Imagine Peace, Angel, Juicy Juice, Always Late, Melanie, Juicy Jules. I'm doing better. Thank you, Miss Dovey. Violet, Country Girl, Morbid. Hello, hello, hello. And Sunshine Country Chicken. I love that name. Hello, Rhonda L. Hello, everybody coming in. Hello, RT. Thank you so much for those pictures. I really appreciate them. Hello, Katrina. Hello, Richard. Huntress, Judy, Bookworm, Violet, Sharon. Wendy, Creative Spirit, happy birthday, Creative Spirit. We're going to sing to you, girl. Bulldog Mama, Marie. Hello, everybody coming in. Sal 80, Spike Mountain Dew, where have you been? Hello, Diana, and Royal Blue, and Taffy. Welcome, everybody coming in. Welcome, welcome. I'm just going to say this if y'all have not subscribed to my channel, please hit that subscribe button and that like button. It helps my channel grow and helps me to bring more content to you guys. Hello, Rose Petal. Hello, hello, Joyce and Sherry. Hello, hello. We're going to sing happy birthday right here in a minute when Creative Spirit, one of my sweet, sweet mods. I love her. And it's her birthday today. So we got to sing happy birthday. So y'all better get ready for that cowbell. Thank you so much. I took that picture. If that behind that little goat is a honeybee in that picture. Actually, I caught a honeybee landing on it. So thank you so much. And I think Kylie might have liked sunflowers too because they had them all in her thing. So have all of you all seen all the pictures from the or from the celebration of life? Hello, Wendy. Tree, Veronica. I'm not seeing Veronica. It's Creative Spirit. She's the one. It's her birthday. But for any of you all who's joining, oh, thank you, Marcia. Thank you for becoming a member of the Critters Crime family. Thank you. um, let's see. Thank you so much for becoming a member. I would ring the bell, but a lot of people don't like it. Hello, Christine from Lockman from Australia. Hello, Katrina G. Always late. I saw her mother speak. Oh, yeah, the mother. Y'all, come on. Hello, Kim Reynolds. Let's go ahead and sing happy birthday right quick, y'all. I'm going to use this cowbell. Now, listen, we're on the farm over here, so we're going to sing a little bit. We do when Ricky Beaver comes up here. So I'm getting close your ears so you get ready to hear the cowbell and you get ready to hear Daisy Cow sing. So here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Michelle, Creative Spirit. Happy birthday to you. And many more. Okay, guys, I had to listen. If it's your birthday, you're going to get sung to. I don't care who you are. Okay? That speech was weird. I'm sorry. I feel bad. Yeah, that's what we're going to talk about today. Okay? We're going to talk about that crazy speech. Happy birthday! Creative Spirit, I love you. You're my OG. She's probably like, what is an OG? We're also going to go over these crazy pictures too. Again, for those of you who hasn't seen these crazy pictures, um, RT was boots on the ground, boots on the ground. RT was boots on the ground and got us these pictures of the privilege or the celebration of life. This show needs more cowbells. I know, Richard. We do sing over here. Listen, I got me a song written for this, but everybody says it's bad. Saturday Night Live. Oh, y'all give Creative Spirit some love. She's a sweetheart and we love her. I don't know what I'd do without my precious mods. They're precious to me, you guys. I love them. And I still love the ones I had before. I still care very much about them. Um but for those of you who hasn't seen these pictures, this is let me hang on. Let me take this down a minute. I'm gonna bring up the other pictures. We're going to talk about mommy and what she had to say about. Here they are at the party. We'll put that picture up for now. Let's see if I can make that bigger for you guys to see them dancing at the party. Um, I saw it on someone's live. I'm not sure if it was the first. I didn't really see much emotions. I love you too, fried green tomatoes. You guys try to warn me about people and I don't ever listen. I love you. I'm waiting for those nudes. There ain't no nudes, honey. I don't think. But anyways, I want to express a lot of people are talking about Mama and her interview and the way she told everybody to mind her own business. And as you can see on the title of this, that how I feel. How can you tell us to mind our own business, that it's pretty much none of our business, and tell us that you've got this when so much irresponsibility has went on here? Okay, we have, whether it's an accident or a foul play, a deceased 16-year-old girl with a whole future ahead of her, and 16,000 people in Truckee and only 100 show up for the celebration of life. Exactly, Patty, exactly. But okay, so hello, Miss Debbie. So not only do we have, and let's just say it's an accident, which I don't, in my opinion, think it is, but let's just say it is. So you've got kids there, all underage, drinking underage. You got a girl that's not 16-year-old girl who's not supposed to be drinking and doing any kind of, you know, anything else, and not supposed to be driving after what, 10 o'clock? Partying with over 300 high school students and adults till after midnight at night. Okay. The mom just takes a text and says, "Oh, I'll wait up for you for when you get home," and lays down and goes to sleep. Now, listen, I'm not here to judge her at all, but she can't judge us because the thing is, there was a lot of irresponsibility. Come up, Christine. A lot of irresponsibility on her part and all the other parents' kids that is in that party was at that party that was underage, drinking, driving, doing bombs, as was stated in other interviews. And God knows what else was being taken. I'm very curious about the toxicology when it comes back. Um, so how can a mom sit there and say, um, mind your business, when she asked us to help her find her daughter? AWP went in there and found her daughter. Her daughter could still be sitting at the bottom of that lake right now if it wasn't for them.
Mhm.
This is just weird. Yes, allegedly. This is just weird. And Hey, Jesse. Um, and how dare her? How dare her tell us to mind our own business now that her daughter's been found? Okay, we've all witnessed the video of Sammy party posted on the 7th of September partying still. If anything needs to be done, lessons needs to be learned. These kids needs to learn that partying, drinking and driving, getting blown away on drugs and being irresponsible is not the choice. So, okay, we've lost a 16-year-old girl. Okay, let's just say that it was a accident per se, is what she's saying. What if Kylie would have took that left turn instead of the what she took the left? What if she would have took the right turn? Okay. What if she would have went out on that highway and went down the road and killed another child or maybe a
Hmm.
whole family? If she
Yep.
was that highly intoxicated. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, in my opinion, I don't think this was her first party. I
Mm-mm.
think she's been blown away at a lot of parties.
Hmm.
I really don't. Hey, Christine, how you doing?
Good. I was just listening to you.
Oh, I'm just ranting and raving of how that mommy, how I feel about that mommy. I really and truly believe that this was not her first party.
Mm.
And how can a mother sit there and say, for people who has actually went out there and searched for their daughter for free, found her daughter, and not say thank you? I don't care how mad I got over the way it was done. I agree. It was a little shady the way it was done. They probably should have waited and make sure that the family, knew before and the law enforcement knew before they went and told it. But still, this woman would not be laying her child to rest. Her child would still be laying at the bottom of that lake if it wasn't for AWP going and finding their daughter.
Yep.
You know? Yeah,
I
she thanked
homestead.
everybody else. And let's not address the irresponsibilities and how many people are responsible if this was an accident, including Kylie. I'm not going to blame her friends for her drinking and driving and having an accident if it was an accident and not blame her because she was just as responsible when she got in that car to drive if that's what happened,
Yep.
you know.
Well, here's my thing is, so how many people were at the party? Over 300?
300
Hundreds?
people. Yeah.
Okay, and only 100 could show up.
100
So they could
people
show
showed
up.
up.
They could, yeah, they could show up. 300 people can show up for a party, but you for a celebration of life, there's only 100 people that show up. I mean,
Right.
that's
Right.
crazy. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. And then when they come dressed like this. I
Yeah.
mean, and she wasn't the only one dressed like that day, y'all. And I mean, let's talk about responsibility. Let's talk about making sure that these kids don't get out and do the same thing because obviously Sammy's not learned her lesson. Yes, she's an adult. She's 18, but she's still a child in her mind. Kids are not adult and supposed to be drinking until they're 21 years old. And they need to be taught responsible drinking.
I'd like to know what that little meeting that she held was about.
I don't know. I'm not for sure. But
Whenever before Kylie was found, why would she take it upon herself to have the group of kids that were there at the party
yeah,
in a secret meeting with no adults around? What for? Because
because she
she said
made
they won't
promises and
talk to
didn't tell
adults.
everything. According to
Exactly.
Steve from SS Investigate, she made promises and didn't tell everything that was supposed to be told.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. This whole situation just seems so weird and so covered up to me. I mean, the whole celebration of life and everything. I can understand you do have celebrations of life. I do. Hey, Victoria. But to party, wear short skirts, talk
Usually, a
like
celebration of life doesn't include, dancing and partying.
right. I don't know. Hello, Brian Huffman. I don't know. I just think that there's just more cover up than what we think. In
I think
my
so too.
opinion, in my opinion, I really believe that there was some upper people's kids involved in this. And when I say
Oh yeah.
upper, I mean LE. Maybe
Oh yeah.
my
There was
opinion.
for sure.
Ellie's kids were involved in this party. They saw
Yep.
something. There was a
Yep.
lot of illegal activity going on at this party.
Mhm.
Um, if it's true, and S, S here, um, if it's true and SS here was selling alcohol, there's got to be some kind of responsibility here. Don't tell us to mind our business when you ask for help for your missing 16-year-old. Brian, I have to be able to see your face before I can bring you up, honey. I don't. Well, people's been getting porn bombed. Can
Hi
you?
everybody. I can't see chat, but I just want to say hi to everybody.
Hello, Judith Faye.
Um,
Let me
Here's
see.
my thing: is how many parties do you know?
Hey,
What in the heck is that?
Brian, I have to be able to see your face. It's a troll, I guess.
Yeah. Um.
Let's see what they said in the background.
mm,
I don't have a camera. I just have headphones. Just a second.
Okay.
I'm going to see what's going on with you. Hang on. Let me put something on there that's going to cover the whole thing up.
Hmm.
Go ahead, Christine. Talk.
Um. So here's my questions are:
Uh huh.
how many parties do you know? Graduation parties end at 12:30, and the lights come down, and the speakers get put up by 12:30. Like none. I mean, she just got there at like what, 9:30 or 10? And
Yeah.
then all of a sudden, within 2 hours, everybody's going to just like rush home or
Right.
rush away from the scene.
Right.
Uh, there's something foul play there happened because
Right.
there is no way,
Let me put this up here for a minute.
I don't know.
no,
Brian,
Am I
oh,
here?
hello. Are you there?
Am I here?
You are.
uh,
Oh, hi, you
mhm.
all.
All right.
Hi, Ryan.
You guys, you have no idea. I called Salty last night. This is all new to me. I had no idea that beeping in the headphone means your headphones are dying. Okay.
Uh,
So apparently, what was going on was, oh, God, it was awful. It's like going, now, Salty's sweet and kind. But then this morning when I went on and looked at it without like this headphone on, oh my
huh.
God, you guys, it was awful. It was like grunting and stuff. And I think what it was when I was talking, because
Mm-hmm.
apparently the batteries on this thing were dead,
Oh.
where it was just going. Rah, ah, ah. Now it was funny.
Okay. Was you calling to
So
talk about
Ryan,
this
is what do
case?
you have? What's your opinion about what's going on about this case?
Eh, I
Do you have a
think,
theory?
oh, I do. I
Okay.
think the bottom line is we are doing severe law enforcement corruption. I think that if we all think about it, and as we try to explain why we have such total silence, think about it. If we live in a small town and we
Hmm.
all know that cops are corrupt, they're corrupt, we shut up because you know what, y'all? Someone with a badge could come knocking on our door tomorrow and arrest us for having 50 fentanyl pills. That makes anyone shut up.
Uh huh.
And that
Mm,
is the only explanation.
Okay.
These are kids. They take pictures of hamburgers. Okay, there's nothing. Their parents are supporting the kids lying. Adults were
mm,
there bringing in alcohol. Okay,
right.
this is fentanyl operation. This
Uh
is
huh.
cops on the payroll. This is very scary because the FBI is there, you guys. How are they still doing this? Oh, we don't feel like picking up the biggest piece in a murder mystery, a 16-year-old's laptop. we don't come. Hey, look, you want to ship a package, UPS doesn't come to your
Y-
zip
Can
code.
I ask
That's
you a
the
question, Brian?
you may.
Do you call into Dolly all the time?
No, last that time was the first time.
I thought I heard you on there the other night.
Yes, that was the first time because I just got the headphones.
Yeah.
Okay, and this is all new to me.
Uh huh.
But I'm telling you, I think we are doing very serious corruption.
Uh huh.
And I do think the Fight Club is a dance. Come on, you guys. They were running two generators. I live in Florida. Generators are really loud. So you're sitting here telling me that out in the middle of this hick town, 217 young kids' cars aren't coming in with radios blasting,
Uh
going
huh.
into that location,
Right.
yelling, screaming, doing donuts. Then they're
Yep.
having fights. Then they're yelling. Then
Hmm.
they're blasting music. And when we're sitting here saying law enforcement doesn't know, law enforcement knows. But what is really going on, you guys, is fentanyl sales. And cops
Mm.
are getting a payoff for looking the other way. And
Allegedly.
it's scary because don't you guys think the FBI is there?
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh,
Now, Brian, did you hear that that 12 other people overdosed around that same time of fentanyl?
oh my
Did you
God,
hear that?
no, no,
Not, I
This
don't
is
know if they
all
passed away
allegedly
or
and all
anything, but
opinions, you all.
yeah,
no.
this is
The
allegedly.
Okay, no, the only thing I did, and I don't know, I'll figure out how to do
The
it.
diddly.
But no, but after she was found,
Uh huh.
they arrested a dude right in the city, and it was the Placer sheriff. Crap. Oops, sorry, ladies. Okay, 50,000 fentanyl pills. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Wow.
thinking, when I read that, I'm thinking, first, apparently 2 weeks ago, that was a big smash hit. Hey, you got a hit, you sold out of fentanyl from the party. Okay. But then I'm thinking, I guess if the FBI is there,
I didn't.
maybe you all better. I'll send you it. I'll send you. Maybe you all better do an arrest. Now I don't know. I don't know. Is 50,000 fentanyl pills like a lot compared to the big world?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd say it
I
is.
will. I will send
but
you
we
guys
don't
the
know if
link.
that's true or not. But
Oh no, it's true. I'll send you the news thing. Can I do this? Can I send it like on this thing where it says chat, like on this thing I'm at?
you can send it. You can in the back chat.
Okay,
You
so
can
wait.
put it in the
So
back
this
chat.
is called no. So wait. So this is called the back chat.
It's a private chat. There is. Hello, AJ.
Okay,
Only
Oh,
wait.
thank
Daisy,
you,
myself, and
AJ.
you
Thank
can
you
see
for
it
that
so far.
super sticker. Thank you, AJ.
Okay, wait.
I
I'll send it to
appreciate
you.
Thank you,
that.
AJ.
Hi,
Thank
AJ.
you, AJ.
Okay, wait. Let me get
I
it.
appreciate that so much. Thank you for your
I think
support of
y'all
my
are so sweet.
channel. I just came across it.
Oh,
Oh,
thank
welcome,
you.
Michelle. Welcome. Thank you so much for coming in and joining our channel. If y'all have not hit that subscribe button, please feel free to hit that subscribe button. That helps my channel grow, and hit that like because it helps my algorithm. Thank you so much.
Okay, wait. I'm looking for the 50,000 arrests. Hold on.
You can put it in
Where?
the back chat. But we're talking about the mother here, and I like I said, I don't want to judge people because she is hurting. Um, and maybe she's talking about specific people. Thank you, Michelle. I appreciate it. Hey, Bo.
Hey,
I think
Daisy, I didn't get to hear what she said. Is there any way you could play it?
you didn't hear the mom's interview.
Mm-mm.
Let's pull it up right quick.
Okay. When you say interview, are you saying what she said yesterday at the thing, or after or before?
On the news, what she said on the news.
Okay.
Yeah. She was very, very kind of seemed like she was kind of ill with YouTubers. She didn't like that
Really?
YouTubers were. Here we go. Let's pull it up and I'll let you
Okay.
guys hear it. Hang on just a second. What she had to say. And a lot of people were offended that she didn't address AWP and thank them
Yeah,
for
that should have been the first one, good
finding her
thing.
daughter. So we'll play this. Hang on, let me take this down and I'll screen share that right quick. And we'll play this. Kylie's mom. For those of you who hasn't seen it, this is Kylie's mom in the interview.
To have the opportunity to join together today with our friends, family, and community in Kylie's name. Though we gather together, grief and healing is such a personal and individual thing. Today we will honor Kylie in honoring each other and holding each other up as we grieve in our own ways. We'll laugh, dance, share stories, songs, and poetry, or maybe we'll cry in a corner or at the podium. It's all okay. We'll remember and we'll create new memories as we all learn how to move forward in a world where we miss her. We are so blessed to be able to miss her together and to walk together into tomorrow. The way that she has brought everyone together, even in death, is a legacy that I will cherish forever. I'm hearing stories about people wanting to be nicer to each other in her memory. Kylie's dear friend recently told her mom that before all of this happened, she thought the word community had no real meaning, that it didn't really exist.
She has a lisp.
But after Kylie went missing, the way our community showed up in full force showed her that it in fact is so very real and so powerful.
I don't want to get
That
distracted.
kind of impact on our teens gives me hope, the demonstration of strength and togetherness, and the way that they have an army of supporters standing behind them will carry them far as they enter adulthood. We would like to thank everyone who has come together to support us in what we hope will be the most difficult time of our lives. There's no way that we'll be able to ever return the kindness, generosity, and compassion that has been extended to us over the last month, but we will live the rest of our lives trying, and in that trying, Kylie will be with us, reminding us to be kind, laugh, and sing, and that sometimes it's even okay to cry. In closing, I want to thank our media friends for respecting our request to give us privacy while we celebrate my daughter today. Unfortunately, the social media frenzy has become such a monster that our teens are suffering, and we want to create a safe space for them to heal together without fear of something being taken out of context. To anyone who gains pleasure or satisfaction from commenting online, I ask you to take a moment to look inward and to try to recognize your motive. Remember the three gates that all words should flow through. Is it kind? Is it true? Is it helpful? I implore you to remember that there is honor in silence and there is kindness in minding your own business. You are talking about the death of my child, our community's child. Time to let our children mourn their friend quietly, peacefully. I hope you can find other, more beautiful and helpful ways to spend your time and remember Kylie,
Oh dear.
mom. Take a walk, pick up a new hobby. Please know we got this. Let her rest.
I guess
Sorry,
my
guys.
day starts.
Right here, Katrina said it. Yes, we are because no one is taking accountability. Thank you, Katrina. Where
That
is
was a very odd speech,
that was very odd.
Yes, it was.
especially for her
No one
daughter
is
who
taking
just was found
responsibility.
passed away.
Let's
Mm-hmm.
let's talk about bombs. Possible what they talked about. We heard Sammy brag about the bombs they took, the shots they took. That Kylie was blown away. That's why she didn't want to ride with her. Let's not talk about that. There's a deceased 16-year-old child in the water was missing for 2 weeks. I don't believe, in my opinion, that this is her first rodeo with partying. I think
Oh, me either.
Kylie partied a lot more than this.
Yes.
I think that was something she did on a basis of a lot. That's why mommy let her do it. Um,
Yep.
Yeah.
and let's not talk about that these kids is not learning their lesson because Sammy posted a video the other day of her drinking a Coors Light out in the woods.
And you
So,
know, and
Wow.
you know what bugged me about that the most was the song she was singing to. It
mhm,
was like I get drinking to self-medicate and everything. However, if I lost my friend that I really cared about and I'm really bummed out and I want to get drunk, I'm
yeah,
not playing a song like Celebration or something smiling and laughing. I'm playing a song that makes me cry.
Right.
exactly. I
It was
mean,
weird song. Did you guys hear the lyrics to that song?
no, I didn't.
No.
I didn't.
Oh, you guys, it was like it wasn't Cool in the Gang Celebration.
Can
Oh,
you find it and
Oh, I
read
don't
the
know.
lyrics to us?
Okay,
well,
wait,
it
I'll
might
try.
get me
Wait.
a. Yeah, I might get a. It might cause me to get a copyright strike.
To read
Okay.
to read the
Yeah.
lyrics? Oh,
Well,
Oh,
there was dancing to "I'll Fly Away," but look at it, that skirt, and that's not.
okay. Well, wait. Is the lyrics in the words to that song? Does it say anything about celebration?
I don't know.
Oh, you guys, it was awful. Now, see, I don't know how to find it. I'm older than
It's
any
by
of
the
you.
Lumineers. Miss
It's
Robin said
what?
it's by the Lumineers.
Okay, wait. So that's the name of the song she was carrying on to?
Yeah, I guess that's what everybody's saying. I don't know, but
Okay,
I,
wait. Say
but
it to me
things I
again.
don't think I get a copyright claim. I get
No,
them.
no, but just say it to me. Go slow. I'm typing it in. I want to see the lyrics were horrible. It was
Said,
like celebrate. Okay, go slow. L,
well, now the video that I got, they
the
were,
Coors one, the beer, Coors
oh,
beer.
the beer one. I don't know. I can't
Oh
play it on here, but
no,
just
I'm not saying play it. I'm saying can you tell me it so I can get you the lyrics? It was unbelievable.
they're calling it Lumineer. I have a Lumineer playlist. It's a band. They said
Okay, but can you spell it like so I can enter the see if I can get the lyrics?
Lumineer.
Okay, one more time slower.
Lumineer.
E- e-
Lumineers are from Ireland.
Oh, there they are. Okay, wait.
But the thing is that, and I'd like to know what's up with the dad and mom. Why ain't they on speaking terms? Because RT was there. You want to come up, RT? I'm gonna put the link up for anybody that wants to come up. I don't know if Lady of Love wants to come up or not, but he said the mom and dad didn't talk the whole time. That they were about 1,000 feet apart, or not 100 feet
wow.
apart, not 1,000. And yes, heavy metal. She's the weak link. She brought her there. I mean, why ain't anybody sitting these darn teens down and talking to them and letting them,
Mhm.
making some interventions, even if this was an accident, which I don't think it is.
Of course
And
not.
why isn't this mother wanting to know more? Hey, let me tell you something. I
Right.
don't care how close my kids, maybe Mags, and Mags here looks very, very sad.
I
Mags looks
think Meg's
sad.
yeah, I think Meg's is genuine. I
I
don't
don't
think she had
I
anything to do with
don't
it.
anything because she left early that night. She's very, very sad, and I don't think she had anything to do with it. Let me bring up the one of her
Oh,
mom.
She's
I
actually
have their
acting the
songs
way
up.
that they're supposed to be acting.
I have
Yeah.
their songs up here, but I have no idea of telling which one the one she was. But let me tell you something. It was
Uh-huh.
happy, happy music. It was celebrate. She's smiling. She's drinking core. She's cheering.
Yeah.
When I get sad, I play music. I drink and I cry. I am not sitting out on the side of a mountain doing what she was doing. I wish I could find the lyrics.
I,
Hey, do you guys think you would help? Okay, here. Okay, one song is called Ho Hey, one is Sleep on the Floor, one is Patience, one is Ophelia, Salt and Sea. Do you guys know any of this?
I mean, this girl right here looks really, really, really sad.
Oh, it was
But
awful.
that other one just don't seem to look like she's too sad. And the way she was dressed at that party, I don't know, guys. Kids nowadays are different. Word
Well,
mag
it's almost like they have no emotions about it.
you didn't see RT. Do you want to come up? Because RT did go. RT was our boots on the ground.
Oh yeah, RT, come up.
you can come up with us if you want to and talk about this. But as you can see right here, Mags is very, very sad. I really don't think she had anything to do with it. I really don't.
No,
No, me neither.
no.
Because she
And
cried. Hello, Ronald Wilson.
early
Hi,
on, Sammy
Ronald.
said she was the last one with her. Um,
Hmm.
how would she know that? I mean, there's a lot of things that are do not add up that cause red flags. Um,
Summer and LV, nobody's bashing them. I'm just saying that the mother is trying to push it under the rug that there were irresponsibilities. And
mhm.
speaking from a person whose aunt lost two children within 5 years apart from drunk drivers, I
Uh,
think the mother needs to step up and have a little bit of responsibility because if Kylie would have turned the other way, if this was an accident and actually hit that road and hit somebody else, we would have a different scenario right now.
true.
Okay?
Or you would also think
That-
that she would want to advocate for not drinking and driving. She'd also
Mhm.
would want to advocate for, you know, precautions and measurements that
Right,
you could take in case you do find
right,
yourself or your car submerged underwater. I mean,
right.
there are things that a parent would try to do, I would think,
But you know
that
what, you guys? I kind of think really that mom really did believe that her child was like this little angel. She graduated early and all that. I have an absolute feeling that mom had no clue. And the kid was hanging around with that Jagger kid. That Jagger kid is a serious drug addict. Okay. And I
Well, we
really
don't
don't
know
think,
that for sure. That's just allegedly. We don't
You,
know if he is or not. There's no
you,
no, no, there's a picture of him the day before this
what was he doing?
happened when Jagger is with the dude that was arrested that night for killing the 16-year-old, the Nate guy.
Yeah, but that don't prove that he does drugs or anything
Oh
like
no,
that.
I'm not saying he does drugs, but
That's
Jagger's not
all alleged.
hanging out. Jagger's not hanging out with sweet people, and I don't think she was either. Okay, I mean, I think that this was a hard party group. I
yeah.
obviously don't think that her parents know that. Okay, I think mom is kind of in like la la land that her kid was really partying hard.
Yeah, but the thing is, she's not addressing it now. She
Miss
has
Sandy,
Right.
a daughter. Yes, yes.
Okay, that's fair.
I think that you know, there's a lot of stuff that's being held tight to the chest, and there's some information that I gathered, but I'll share with you that after the live because I don't want to put it on YouTube.
Uh-huh.
But you know, this once again was a celebration of life, and here I know a lot of families have those here in California. You cry, by the time it's been many days since they found her already. How many tears?
Yeah,
She probably has no tears left.
fair.
And
Right.
when you lose a child, and then you go through those stages of grief, but after
But the
what,
thing
what
is,
I talk to you about later, you'll understand
oh, okay.
why everything's hush hush.
Oh, well, the thing is, she told us to mind our own business, but she's not
Yeah, but
addressing things.
I think that was to people that are trying to find Kylie's birth certificate and that kind of thing. I think that was directed at those people, not necessarily, the true, everybody out here wanting to know what
Right,
happened. I think it
right.
was
Okay.
directed at those ones that were being very nasty and saying she doesn't exist or saying this was some kind of ritual or any of those kinds of people that she's just saying mind your own business because, she's 16. They don't have to put
But why
these people.
isn't she addressing the fact that these kids were irresponsible? They left her. There was, I
Hmm.
mean, Sammy openly got on
Well,
YouTube and talked about the things that they did. I don't
Yep.
want to judge.
Sammy's a whole nother story though. She's her own
She
self.
sure is.
That girl is. I'm telling you, she is trouble. But
Am I being too loud?
No, you're
no,
fine.
Okay, go
she's
on, please.
she is definitely trouble. And according to everybody else and the mom, Kylie's not somebody that would drink and get behind the wheel and be stupid. She's just not. And
Right.
that's what everybody said about her. So um, I'm thinking that she was drugged. That's what I think. I also think that Sammy is coming out and saying, that she shared her cup with this and that, so that way they can't say, oh well, she was drugged because Sammy would have been drugged, right?
Yeah, I think we're all kind of curious about the
Yeah, but you know what the
But yes,
but you
they
know
need
what
to.
the problem is here?
They
Is
really need to
is that
advocate more.
Sammy is in deep trouble because
the
you at 18 you cannot be drinking with a minor. So Sammy, forget anything else about this. Sammy is already broken the law. You can't be drinking with minors and giving them alcohol and sharing cups.
yeah, I think
She
that's
And
what
she's
sh-
18.
yeah, she's an
Yeah.
adult. Okay. And Kylie was 16. You cannot be, and if we just move the numbers around a little, let's just make it okay. Kylie's a minor, so let's just make it like a 10-year-old. Do you all not really think we would all not be having a whole different conversation if Sammy is sitting here announcing on YouTube that I was drinking with a 10-year-old? Her
and
ass
doing
would be tossed in
bombs,
jail. Okay,
doing
Sammy
bombs,
is in trouble.
doing
So
bombs and shots.
she broke the law, Sammy. Forget anything else. Sammy is in trouble for drinking with a child. You cannot be sipping alcohol with a minor. It's against the
That's
law.
the giggles. I mean, I would be infuriated with these kids, not
Hmm.
Mags so much, because I don't believe Mags had anything to do with it.
No, I don't
Um,
either.
I
No,
think
and I think that Sammy's, I think she's lying to the mom. I think other people are lying to the mom. I don't think the family knows because I think they're keeping this case really hush hush. And, according to some others, they don't know nothing. So they don't know if it's an accident or not. And still waiting what is the toxicology report? They still don't have that yet.
I
That's
want
one
to
thing
ask.
they're waiting on. So
I
they don't
want
even
to
know
ask.
if she had drugs in her system.
I
I
don't think we're going to get the
I want to ask
toxicology report, you
RT
guys.
something. RT, did you see Sammy's parents or Mag's parents there anytime?
No, I didn't see them with any. And good evening, everybody in the group. And hi, Miss Daisy.
Hi,
Oh,
Lady of
you.
Love. Hi,
Who
guys.
are
Hey,
you?
listen. Boots on the ground. The
Guys, what's on the ground?
let me just continue here. No, they were only with their group of friends. And Miss Daisy, I want to know if I can send. I'm going to send it to Lady Love. I'm having a hard time. I've got a longer video to send. Yeah, but I can't. My email doesn't allow it, and
okay.
I'm a little bit like the other fellow. I don't know how to compress it or bring it down. Lady of Love, might send you a link, and then you can send it on. And again, these are exclusive. You guys are the only ones that get them here on your channel, Miss Daisy. But I saw them with nobody, only the kids.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank
Thank
you.
you,
Stay up
RT.
here with us if you want to, RT. Thank
Say it
you.
again.
Thank you,
You
RT.
can stay up here with
Okay.
us if you want to hang out with us.
Yeah, no, yeah, you're a great group, and you're doing
Yeah,
good. And you saw in the comments, if it wasn't for you YouTubers, I think they'd bury this case here locally. Remember, this town
absolutely.
Hmm.
Oh,
is
totally.
very tourist oriented,
Totally.
business oriented. Like I said, there's 16,000 population on the weekends and then holidays and vacation and in the ski season. It grows to 100,000, 75,000 to 100,000. You can
Mm.
Google it. I don't say anything false here. And they live off tourism. So any bad press any bad press is not good for the town. And
Oh,
like you
yeah,
say,
that's true. I never
the
thought about
police would also, like I said with last time with the papers, it disappeared from the front page after day one, and made it to page two when they found her, which I think was crazy, and then they never showed up again.
Yeah, I think
May
there's
2
I
weeks after.
ask
Yeah.
you?
I
May
think there's
I
a
ask
reason for
you?
that.
May I ask you, sir, do you not think we are not talking about a severely corrupt police department in this mess?
Now,
Uh,
Brian, he lives in Truckee. He's a part of that community.
No, I know. That's why I'm asking him.
Yeah, I don't. I can't say that. I wouldn't
Yeah.
say that for many reasons, but
Well,
Okay, there's the
they.
answer. Okay.
Yeah, no problem. You
let's
can
not
always ask it. It's a.
let's not
It's
bring
a.
that up because we don't have any proof of
Yes,
that.
that's right. That's
Okay.
right. No,
I do
no,
have a
and they're
question.
they're
I
a
have
small. I'm
I'm
sorry.
sorry.
They're a small group of Truckee police and Nevada County, and again, it has nothing to do with the state of Nevada, although we're only 20 minutes away. It's a county like Placer County that is a county called Nevada County. I don't know why they put the name Nevada. It has nothing to do with Nevada. It's misleading for people who don't know the area. It was misleading for me when I first moved up here.
So is
But,
Truckee Police Department like much smaller than like Placer? Like, is it a different thing?
Yes,
Like,
yes. Oh,
like,
absolutely. Placer's a bigger
Okay.
county. And again, those are Placer sheriffs. And we have also sheriffs. Truckee police are only responsible for in-town activity. The
so like
Nevada
how
County
many
sheriff.
Well,
how many trucker
Brian,
like
let
police
him talk.
departments?
Okay, just don't. We can't have people interrupt. There's too many people talking at once. Let him go ahead and finish, then you can ask. Okay.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay, yeah, that's good. I just wanted to finish one thought, and it is takes me just 10 seconds. Is again, Truckee police are responsible for in-town activity. The Nevada County, Truckee is in 2 counties actually, and this part of where the lake is in Nevada County. Where I'm in Nevada County. Placer County is, for me, it's a half a mile away maximum. And they are the sheriffs. And there also is a big CHP present here because Highway 80 is a big highway that goes through from Sacramento, actually comes from San Francisco, goes through Sacramento, through Truckee to Reno, and then I think all the way to the East Coast. And that's why they're also involved, I guess, because 89, the freeway that this Prosser campground is Highway 89 is a highway, so it's highway patrol. And the campground, I guess, has their own rangers or whoever. I'm not sure if the sheriff's in charge of that or why they never came out there. It is interesting that if they've had parties out here, it was never, and you see a stream of cars go out there, that the sheriffs or somebody in authority wouldn't drive out and check it out and at least do something about that bar that was set up. Like I said earlier, Miss Daisy, you and me, we would just go out with our 6-pack and let it get warm and have fun. But these guys had an actual bar set up. This is crazy. Okay, go ahead.
Exactly. And minors there. They said, I seen where people said there was like 13-year-olds, 14-year-olds there as well, not just Kiely at 16, but where's the responsibility? Even, I mean, how younger? I mean, I understand it was Kiely's celebration of life and stuff, but are we just gonna pat these kids on the back and say, oh, well, there's a deceased 16-year-old girl at the bottom of the lake and we don't know what happened, but you're okay because we love you and we're gonna let you continue doing the things that you've done to cause this accident. Even if it was an accident, it still was caused by this illegal behavior.
Yep.
And somebody's got to take responsibility for it.
I think because we really don't know yet what happened exactly, but I did have an important question for RT.
Yeah, go ahead, lady.
With this party, after this party, was there any other teens or anybody else that was missing at that same time that you know about?
Hello, Courtney.
No, there was only that one fellow that was, and you're good with Google, that I think went missing in the Truckee River, which again goes from Donner Lake, goes from Lake Tahoe, flows down into the Truckee River. Donner Lake, which is the first place that AWP, it is a very popular lake here in Truckee, flows to the Truckee River. The Truckee River goes about 30 miles down to, and it ends up in Pyramid Lake in Nevada, which is by Reno. So, and they have rights from a couple hundred years ago to get the water from the Sierra, from Lake Tahoe, from Donner Lake, which is a big supplier, and also from Prosser that goes down to Nevada and supplies Reno, 500,000 population, with their water. Otherwise, they'd have no water in Reno.
Yeah, correct.
Wow.
So, but there was no other talks of any other parents missing any of their teens after that party?
No, nothing.
Okay, good.
Have you heard different?
No, I just have some. No.
No, okay.
I was just wondering because
right.
I was just wondering if there's possibility that anybody else was missing with her as well.
No, that's a good question. That's a good question that I don't think anybody has ever brought up. There was other people gone missing. That's a real good question. But no, and that's awfully strange too. if there was, and the reports are so varying, but if there was 300, let's just say 300 people there, and one goes missing, that's a little weird. Some other people had to have some damage or do something, maybe have a car crash on the way home or something. But we heard nothing, zero.
Which is
Yeah.
weird.
So
Art, can you tell them about the mom and the dad, how they were so far apart and they never even spoke the whole time?
Yeah, they never. Okay, I will real quick, and then I want to try to get off of here real quick and try to send you this a couple more pictures. But there is the father came about halfway through the ceremony. Remember, it was I think from 1 to 5, 4 hours. So he came about 2 hours later during the mother's speech, and stayed way to the left. I don't know if there's a picture of it there, but from the picture you're showing right now, he was be on the left, way, way, way far away. You don't see him there, and then the mother would have been on the right. So there was a good 500. I think I said last time 1,000 foot of separation, and they didn't look at each other, didn't talk to each other. What's his name?
So odd.
Jagger. Jagger talked to the father. You saw the clip there where I think they exchanged some emails or address information. It looked like the cell phone information to each other. That's what it looked like, and you had mentioned that in that your other show. And but Jagger, and I have a picture of him. He did leave with the mother. At least he walked with her. I didn't see when she got to her car. He was not around anymore. So it wasn't that he left with them. I had thought maybe he left with them and or they had some talk, but he walked with them with the mother in her entourage to her car, past the father 100 feet or so past the father. Never looked at them. Never. Both of them, zero contact. But Jagger did walk with the mother home. He might have. I think he exchanged a couple words, but then he split.
Wow. That is odd. That's very odd. Because you think with the death of a child that they would come together.
I don't
And
think
Well,
they talk. I think they're
yeah,
they agree
I
with
don't
each
think so
other.
either. Maybe. Yeah, sorry, Lily, of interrupting
It's
you. I
okay.
agree with you. I know. I'm sorry. I agree that I think that they might have talked privately. I can't imagine they wouldn't have talked privately. That would be really strange. But in the public, as you've seen, we have never seen them together.
right.
So somebody shared today online some
Well, Diana.
issues with a spouse, inflict corporal injury on a spouse, on him.
Uh-huh.
So I'm going to send that over to you, Daisy, and that was probably from her. So that's probably why they're
Oh, the
not talking.
father. Yeah. So, was it the father that had that?
Yeah, Sleuthy shared that today, so I'm going to send them to you.
Oh, wow.
It was from, let me see when it was from.
Do I think that
2007.
Jagger had something to do with it? I don't think he did. I think was there another guy involved? Maybe, but I don't believe that Jagger did. I don't know. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I think there's a.
I got Road Red up here. Red Road. Is there anything you want to say, Red Road?
Yeah, I was just trying to wait for everybody else to finish talking.
We're good.
Okay, hi, Miss Daisy.
Hello.
Hi, Christine, Lady Love, and everybody.
Hello.
Hi. Good to
But
see you up here.
anyways, I wanted to get on here. I'm a former city,
You're
and
going in.
I'm going in and out.
You're a former what?
A former.
I'm a
what, sweetie?
former sheriff's deputy.
Oh, awesome.
I actually left the department and went into the Department of Corrections. But
Oh, wow.
now this is just I'm not saying what this law enforcement did or nothing, but I'm telling you, if there was kids in that group that was from law enforcement, it could be shoved under the rug just to keep it quiet. I have seen it done time
Oh,
and time
absolutely.
again. And what really pisses me off is nothing was done. Here we got this huge party and there's minors there and there's drinking and there's drugs and stuff, and nobody did nothing about it. The adults should all be charged that knew it was going on,
Absolutely.
number one, and the kids should be fined to do even community service. But what I'm thinking is this is a tourist town and there are a bunch of spoiled, sorry, allegedly, but spoiled rich kids that their parents are more their friends than they are parents.
Yeah, you can't be friends with your kids. That's for sure.
No, they need to be parents. And I'm totally pissed off that, Adventures with Purpose was, I can't believe this family. I'm just, but
Yeah.
even these kids, I mean, they had been all told to hush, hush. I'm sorry, that's too many kids for nothing to be seen. And I just been shoved under the rug. That's my belief.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think you're right. There should be some kind of responsibility there. I think, I've seen the good old boy. I come from a small town. I've seen the good old boy system,
Yeah, me too.
especially when there's other law enforcement's children involved. They don't want people thinking that this could possibly be a murder because people are not going to tour there, allegedly. It could be a lot of that's
Right.
keeping it hushed. Um,
They don't,
but
they don't want their town to have a blemish on it.
okay, thank you,
It's a tourist.
T. Okay. I agree with you on a lot of things. I mean, this is all allegedly in our opinions, but like I
Yeah.
said, there's just for the mother to come on there and say, let us handle it and let her rest in peace and stop picking on our teens. Well, teens need some responsibility. They need to be. There was a lot of irresponsibility going on here, even if it was just an accident. And it could have been a lot worse if she would have been drinking and driving. I'm just saying, allegedly, if she would have been drinking and driving and she would have took a right turn and went on that road, she could have very well killed people.
Right.
But I, in my opinion, don't believe that. I think there was something more to this,
I
and
don't think she drove myself.
yeah,
Me
I don't
neither.
either.
I don't think so. I don't even think she was
I
out
think
there
there's more to
getting
it.
wasted either, knowing that she had to drive. Because
She
originally,
crashed
remember,
out there.
she was supposed to take Sammy home. She was supposed to drive Sammy home. So why would Sammy push drinks on her knowing that she was going to be her DD, right?
right, that's true.
So I think that she wasn't
But
out there drinking, and I think maybe Sammy got her to drink something that had something in it.
Oh my.
allegedly, you never know,
Yeah,
because
there could be, well, there's a lot of different scenarios that we can go through, theories that could possibly have happened, but I think there's a reason why the family's acting this way, and I think, yeah, see, these are the this is for Kylie's dad, so maybe this explains why the mom and dad are kind of more,
it said, is this all his violations?
yeah.
This is
Um,
so sad.
Yeah.
violation
I
paperwork.
don't want to bash the dad. This is just a show. Maybe they just don't have that good relationship because of that. People change.
Inflicted injury, corporal injury on spouse cohabitated. Was that when they were married? Reckon?
Oh, that
Well, it was
means you like
2005. I don't know how
interrupted
long.
somebody.
I don't know how long her and her her husband now has been together.
Vandalism?
Oh, it means you made someone like end up in a wheelchair or something.
Wow.
But
Yeah.
oh, and this is Sammy's brother. Look at the
Oh my
I
goodness.
totally mutilated.
Sammy's brother?
yeah.
Wow.
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 Now look at that date up there, the filing date, 8/11/22.
What's it say? I can't read it.
So he was caught on a drug offense on the 11th, the 8/11. When did Sammy go miss? Or Kylie went missing on the 6th. So this was after Kiely went missing, right? This is
Yeah, but this could be related.
I never thought about that. Do you guys see that?
It was filed on the
No,
11th,
that
so
charge
Yeah.
is really bad, you guys. It means you like put someone in a wheelchair or something.
Sammy's brother.
oh, this is a misdemeanor drug offense.
But still, it's a drug offense.
No, I know. I was talking to I don't know his name that's on panel.
Listen, everybody, I'm going to jump down. Miss Stacy, thank you for having me. I just wanted to
Thank you for coming up.
say that.
I have a question for you.
Okay.
If they say if there's a sheriff's office child that is involved, can they redact that information, keep it out of the news?
Do what now? I'm sorry. Say it again.
Say that if there was a sheriff's office child involved, would they redact that information and have the ability to keep it out of the news?
Yeah, they could.
Yeah. Especially if it's a minor, right?
Right.
So, okay. Yeah, that was my question, because I'm wondering if it's possible that, others are involved and they're just not putting that out in the public's eye.
Jessica
It's
Lynn,
possible.
honey, this is not lies. This is public records. So there's no lies here. This is Sammy's brother.
Right.
Yeah, and I got these from Sleuthy Goosey on
Now, are you 100% sure that this is her brother, or could it
yeah.
be?
Yeah, Sleuthy, she's a really good in the research.
Red Home. Wow. How old is this boy? Do you know how old he is? Well, for him to be charged, he has to be pretty.
I just find that date, it's awfully close to when she went missing and stuff.
Exactly. Whoa.
He has to be at least 18, right?
So I think there could be a lot of stuff happening behind the scenes that we just not being made aware of. And that's why I'm like, I want to be careful about, the mom and stuff, because I think there's a reason.
Are you sure this is the dad? This isn't Kylie's dad, though. This is the stepdad.
That's the
Anthony?
stepdad.
Is that the stepdad?
Yes.
Well, I thought
got her dad's last name.
Her dad's last name is Rodney.
Yeah.
Oh.
The stepdad.
Okay, well then I guess that's not going to help us any.
Well, that's
I don't want to put out, I wasn't putting it out to bash.
That's who she was living with.
Yeah, that's her stepdad, not her father. Which is sad, because it's just all sad, you guys. Yeah, it's just sad. And I wonder if we're really going to find out exactly what was in her system. Now, that's her stepdad, but this here is allegedly Sammy's brother's charges. Overdose for fentanyl. Did you guys see where I posted on my community page that there were overdoses of fentanyl? Let me bring that up too. In that community in Truckee. Hang on just a second and I'll bring that up. That there's been like a boy got ordered some offline, and let me see. Let me go to my channel.
Did you get that link I sent you, Daisy?
There's a lot of crazy stuff going on.
To me on Facebook, or
yeah, I sent it on to
Here we
Facebook.
go.
The Critters Crime.
Rising today, a new awareness campaign launched.
Hang on just a second. I want to play this for you guys so you can see this. This is the same news station that's in Truckee there. So I want to show you guys this too here.
Placer County. It's called One Pill Can Kill Placer. KCRA3's Aaron Hatch introduces us to the possibly life-saving measures now underway.
We had not heard of fentanyl. We had not heard of counterfeit pills. The first time we heard anything about it was when the coroner was at our house, and that began our deep dive into this crisis.
Addressing the crowd, both Laura and Chris Didier, mother and father of the late Whitney High School student, Zach Didier.
He starred in the school musical. He was a straight-A student. He was a phenomenal son.
In 2020, Zach was found dead in his bedroom after buying what he thought was prescription Percocet on Snapchat. Instead, it was a deadly dose of fentanyl.
His death, and the remarkable courage that his parents have shown in using their tragic loss to educate our community and prompt others to take action, is a large part of why we're here today.
Now the county launches a one pill can kill placer campaign as the drug's popularity continues to grow.
We have watched this epidemic from the beginning.
According to the Placer County Sheriff's Office, in 2019, they had 3 confirmed fentanyl deaths, but numbers continue to rise. In 2020, they saw 24 deaths. 2021 had 33. And now this year,
Barely 4 months in, we have 12 confirmed overdose deaths, and 8 of those are fentanyl related.
creating content for social media, ads, and partnering with schools. The goal of the One Pill Can Kill Placer campaign is to inform and educate teens, young adults, and parents alike on the dangers of taking prescription pills from anywhere other than a doctor or pharmacy.
I just want to arm parents and families with the information to have the conversations that we wish we could have had with Zach. Had we known about these dangers, we would have had different conversations, and he would probably still be here today.
In Placer County, Aaron Heft, KCRA 3.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
So there you hear it.
That's awful.
Placer County, where Kiely comes from, and it was this year. So, it's in Sacramento, Placer County. TV station is in Sacramento, but they said Placer County.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it's sad. This young boy, like these kids think they're getting, like he thought they said he thought he was getting Percocets or something.
Percocet, yeah.
And he ended up with fentanyl. Okay, let me go look at my email again. So I want to bring y'all some more stuff. Oh, hey Debbie, how are you, honey?
I'm good. How you doing, Miss Daisy?
I'm making it.
I know. I'm kind of on the edge of my seat. I'm just my blood's boiling.
What are you mad about?
I'm mad about the mother. I just am infuriated with her.
Yeah, I'm just like, I don't understand why she's just. There's Sammy on the podium. I don't know if that's a proper way to dress. I don't know. I just don't think that's a proper way to dress to a celebration of life. But I'm old school, so
Well, that's like you would wear that if you were going to a fancy restaurant at nighttime
or a cocktail date. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a date.
It's not appropriate for that. It's really not. She should be wearing it,
there that had just as short skirts as she did. So,
I mean, you have to think when she put that on, what was she thinking?
Well,
exactly. Yeah. I mean, she's
young. 18 too. She's 18 too, so I don't know how much control her parents got over her.
Is this her and her friend here?
Yeah.
Who was her friend that was with her that day?
That's not Kate, is it? Because they said Kate dyed her hair brown.
No, that's, I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm. Yeah, she put a profile picture of her hair brown, but somebody said it's an older picture. But did she dye her hair brown?
Oh,
exactly. She was there. Let me take this and bring up the rest of them that you sent me.
Could that be her?
It could be.
I don't know if her hair's that long.
It won't let me show the video. I'll have to download it like I did before.
Yeah, Kate has long hair.
Can you send me that video on Facebook? Because it won't let me do it on here. Are you able to send that to me on Facebook?
Yeah.
What do you love? Hello?
I think she's roboting.
Hello?
Hello, lady of love. Hi, Michelle.
I'll have to come back up.
Okay. Can you send me that video? We got more video footage of them at the park, thanks to our boots on the ground RT. But I'm just really curious of why the mother and the father didn't talk the whole time. Like, they have a child that has passed away. You would think they would set their differences aside to come together. I mean, she talked about, coming together. You would think they would set their differences aside to come together for the child. You know what I'm saying?
You would think.
Either that or one of the parents may be blaming the other parent for what has happened, for, being so lenient with where she goes and what she's doing. Because, I mean, if you're in the middle of a divorce, or if you're divorced and something
Right.
happens to your child under the other person's watch, you're kind of
Yeah.
being held accountable from the other spouse, right?
Yes. I
Right.
think that's a perfect explanation.
Right.
Right. And so that's
Hello,
probably
Greens
why
and
they're not
Veg. Hello,
talking.
welcome. If you guys, if any of y'all have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel and hit that thumbs up. That helps my channel to grow and helps me keep content out here and keep these babies' faces out here, like Summer and Sammy and Harmony and Mikey. If you all have not watched the interview room with Monkey's family, please go back and watch it. Give Chris M some support. He's boots on the ground there, helping to bring awareness to Monkey and Monkey's family. He 100% was with us and believes that they are innocent and that somebody took that baby. So please go back and watch the interview room with Chris M because he's an awesome guy. And I'm so happy that he is supporting Brandy. Brandy is a part of our family over here. She's been on my panel so many times, talks about Monkey. Monkey's our little baby over here. So please go watch that if you haven't watched it. But yeah,
Also, I did watch that interview room,
Mhm.
and I think if we're just going to talk about Monkey briefly, I think that the FBI or the Fruitland police need to look at the people who. So again, like with Summer, it was a year ago, 2021. Again, um, home sales was booming. And I'm telling you, when something was on sale and there was an open house, people from everywhere, different states, flocked to that area. And um, I think they need to look at what homes or houses sold or were on sale at that time, um, to see if they're, because that is going to bring in a lot of new people that otherwise would not have been there.
Absolutely.
2021, real estate market was at an all-time high because you could get an interest rate for 2% on
Mhm.
your home or refinance. So it was big. And I will tell you, there was a couple houses being sold on my street. And I will tell you this, there were more cars on my street than I have ever seen ever in the 20 something years that I've been living here.
Wow.
And it was because of the low interest rate, the high
Mhm.
demand, and it brought people in from other states to look at this property. I'm telling you. So if this is a stranger's abduction,
Right.
that person could have very well been looking at property to buy in that area.
Right. And this is Little Monkey's face. If y'all have not heard about Monkey, go back and watch. It's a sad situation. The mother is broken. The father is broken. The family is broken. Chris M asked Tyler, the mom in the interview room, asked the daddy, Tyler, what he would do with the perpetrator if the perpetrator was found. And the daddy said, put him in a room with Brandy.
Brandy will eat her, that'd be like
And just
Hannibal
like
Lecter.
that. Because I believe
Brandy Lecter.
Brandy would have him son over her baby boy.
Oh, you ain't even kidding.
Yeah. So go watch the interview room. And we're going to do another live about Monkey another time, but go watch the interview room and watch that because give Chris some support because he's keeping that baby's family out here. I just emailed.
Absolutely.
Okay, Shelly, thank you. Let's see
But
if we can.
don't leave now, though, folks.
Yeah,
Oh
don't leave yet.
yeah, stay in here till we
Good
get back.
point.
Exactly. So here is Sammy's thing. Hang on. We're gonna bring that up, guys. Woo, everybody sent me some good stuff today.
A smile is one of the most beautiful things that you can be blessed with in this world. But a smile from Kiely would have been most memorable, but it was never rare. Whether you were one of her customers at shop or you were with her jamming out in her car as she sang her heart out, Kiely's smile was so bright it would grace anyone's day. Every moment that I spent with Kiely, whether it be a few moments or many hours, I never felt uneasy. She made every space feel welcoming, and she welcomed everybody into her life. One of the last genuine times that I was able to spend with her was right after I returned from my trip to Peru. She saw me, and her big, beautiful green eyes creased with her gorgeous smile that made her whole face lift as she yelled my name and ran around the counter at her work just to give me a hug. Her embrace is unforgettable. With that warm, passionate hug, I felt at home and I felt loved. We sat and talked about everything that had happened while I was gone, and laughed and I cried, and she gave me a free boba, even though it was against the rules at her work. And she was the most fabulous light to shine in this world, and the pain of having kids to continue on without her is unimaginable. But if you look at just the right time, when the orange touches all things around from the sunset, you know she's there. When her light shines down on you from the stars up above, you know she's there. And when you smell the lovely smell of every flower in a field, you know she's there. While she may not be with us here physically, she lives on, and she will forever be with us. Stay fabulous for Kiely.
Okay, guys, what do y'all think about that? You think that was a weird? Because she said the last time that she moment valuable moment was with before she went to Peru. What about
Yeah,
the last day she saw her?
right.
Exactly.
Exactly.
There's a lot of a lot of red flags, a lot of odd things. And
Mhm.
I know they don't want YouTube to be looking at them, but when
Mhm.
you say odd things like that and you say things that don't make sense and it doesn't add up,
Mhm.
that's what we do. We're going to look at you
Mhm.
until a suspect is found. Um, we continue to dig and try to see if we can assist and try to find out what happened to this poor girl.
And we're not just going to sit by and let this go unnoticed, that the irresponsibilities of everyone that was involved in this case. I mean, they can't expect us to ask social media people for help and then just sit back and let that, thank you, Shelly, thank you. Um and just say, okay, let's just forget about it, turn the other cheek, and let's forget about all the irresponsibilities that went on that caused the death or the demise of this child at the bottom of a lake. I mean, it's like they totally just want to block that out and move on. But you can't do that because there's not been lessons learned. As we seen the video, hello, Ivory. As we seen the video of Sammy a couple days ago, um, party hardying again. There's not been lessons learned. Um, there was illegal stuff that happened there that should have never happened. That needs to be addressed. You know?
Don't you think it would have been addressed before now?
I don't understand why it hasn't.
And the only thing I can
Right.
think of is because they were granted immunity if they spoke up, and Sammy spoke up, so maybe she got immunity.
Well, that and
Oh,
parents are big shots probably in that town as well, allegedly. Hello, Mega G Angel. That's just my opinion. You know, we all have opinions, but
You have to wonder why she gave that interview to American Dream Chaser. I
mhm,
mean, it was so incriminating, and
right.
uh, maybe she knew she had immunity already because they said, we won't arrest anybody if you come and tell us what happened.
right. I don't understand it at all, to be honest with you.
And I don't see how they can make a deal like that. We won't arrest you.
Oh, I got a
I
bigger
mean,
video, guys. Sorry.
You
okay.
got a what?
I got a better video of the dance party.
Okay.
Thank you, RT. Thank you, Lady of Love. Hang on, let me take this down and we'll bring it up. I can't play the music on it though because I'll get a strike. Can y'all see?
Yep.
All right, let's go back. Oh yeah, here we go. Can you see it?
Yeah.
I can't, but there's music there. But this is them dancing at the party, and
Looks like they're celebrating like at a wedding instead of a.
now there was some Christian. I can tell you that one is a Christian song. It's "I'll Fly Away" that they were dancing to. I don't know what this one was, but see, you can see there's like a couple girls with short dresses on there. So I'm just saying, y'all, immunity might apply to drink.
Daisy, that's actually the style now. I don't know. I don't get it either
That
because
short.
I'm
Look at
old
that one in
school.
the
But
green.
yes, they
Short,
go to prom with
short.
dresses that short. Uh huh.
Whoa.
Yeah, I know.
Miss Daisy,
Huh?
I noticed in both the dance videos that Mags is not participating.
I did too.
Okay.
All the girls dancing, no boys. Thank you, RT, for this. Yeah, Mags is sad. Sammy, of course, she's a partier. But Mags is really, really, really sad in this. You know?
Sammy was not her friend. There's no way.
I don't
She
believe
could
it.
say she was her friend, but
I don't
I
think
don't,
she
do
is.
not, she
Yeah.
did not have her best intentions at
Well,
heart at all.
according to SF Investigates, Steve, he said that Mags and them just got back from a vacation with Kylie, and that they met a guy there, and that the guy that they met had the FBI had contacted him within 3 hours. So, yeah.
Wow.
That's
So
interesting.
I don't know who the guy was or anything like that, but they were very close. Their mother, Mag's mom, Kylie's mom, and Kylie, they all went on a vacation, had just got back from vacation. So
Huh.
yeah, this is Kylie's celebration of life. This is a better video of all of them dancing. Sammy's in the black, but Mags, like you said, thank you for bringing that up, Debbie. That Mags was not in this. Mags is very, very sad, you guys. She seemed like a grieving friend to me, but
Look at Sammy. She's acting like she's
RT said
Nothing's happening.
RT said he didn't see Kate there.
didn't see Kate there.
No.
Thank you, RT. Thank you. I don't think anybody's seen her there. I don't think. Wonder why she didn't go. Wasn't she Kylie's friend too?
Yeah.
That's
But
weird.
I'm wondering if she would have changed her hair color if he would have recognized her.
I don't know. Texas, what's up?
What's up, Mom?
Where you
Hey,
been?
Texas.
Hi,
Hey,
Texas.
guys. Hi, ladies. How y'all doing?
All right, how are you?
Good.
So what are we talking about tonight? I saw the Kiely Rodni thing.
Yeah, you watching the video right now? Sammy
Yeah.
and her
There's
dancing.
so many people, Daisy, there are so many people that got themselves involved with this crap, man. It's another summer case. And to me, this is another summer's case. I know they found her, but to me, with the information that's going out, I don't think that this is going to be really, truly, honestly solved. In my opinion, I don't think it's going to be really, truly solved the way it should be solved.
Right.
I think it'll be.
Boyfriend not there. Weird.
That's just
Now, is Kate the one that got her to actually go to that party that day, or was it Mags?
Mags.
I think it was both of them, honestly. I think one talked to her, then Max actually was the one that got her to go ahead
Well,
and go.
Kate didn't go to the party, so that would have
Kate,
been.
Oh, Kate didn't go
with
to that
her.
party.
Kate was
Okay.
with her that day.
Yeah, they spent the day with her, and then she went, and then Mags went to take her. Went with her to the party, and then Mags's boyfriend picked her up from the party, so she didn't stay very long.
Wow.
I don't think
So
she
the
planned on going to the party.
So the 10-minute thing she was talking about was true. She didn't stay, but for a couple, like 10 minutes or whatever, right?
Mags, yeah. I've got photos of Mags being. She just looks so sad, just so sad. I feel so bad for her because I really do think that she was a true friend, and I think she don't know what was going on with.
I have a question for you guys. And that first picture that was taken and shown on social media and whatever
Uh-huh.
of that group of people.
Hmm.
I've seen a picture with a circle on the like where that kid was bent over and looking. Could that have been her car at the time that happened? I heard that noise. They heard a noise or whatever, and that's why that one picture was taken with everybody's back to the picture. Could that have been when something went into the water? I'm not saying that it was her, but
Uh,
something went into the water, and they all just turned to look to try to see what that was because that, at the time that was the only picture that was ever put out there.
I don't know. I think that a lot of people are saying that that picture was altered, that that wasn't actually the picture of that night. I don't know. What do you
Okay,
think, Lady of
Which
Love?
one?
the very first picture that was ever put out on social media, the one where they had the picture where that whoever took the picture was far back from the group, and the group was looking away from the camera. And then the one kid to the left of the picture, if you're looking straight at the picture, the kid to the left that was bent over to the right, looking at back into, I guess, the water that was where the water was. And then everybody to the right
Oh,
was
from all the
looking to their
teens.
left. What? I'm sorry?
I think he's talking about the picture where everybody is looking away from the camera
Yeah,
and
sorry, my internet keeps going in and out.
they
Yes, that was that the one with the teens on the background with the trees and it's dark. Yes, that was from the night. Apparently, that was somebody driving away, was leaving the party, and took a picture. Is what I
Okay.
heard.
Guys, I'm not saying that anybody did anything as far as foul play. In my opinion, I think there was. But even if there wasn't foul play in this, there is a lot of irresponsibilities in this case, and they
Oh,
should
yeah.
be addressed.
Even from the sheriff, and I have an opinion about that. What when AWP got there, and then the cop or the sheriff or whatever told them not to check that one specific area,
Uh-huh.
and they ended up finding her in the place that they told them not to look.
I know that's weird.
That is so weird to me, and that threw a red flag to me that they had some kind of involvement with that because you're telling a group of people that do this for a living, that find people that are missing for a living. And most of their cases have been cars in water with the person inside the car. Out
Right.
of the 20 something that they found with help from the subscribers or whoever they get the money from, donated to them from, they do this out of the kindness of their heart. And then for them cops and them sheriffs to say that to them, and that's exactly where they found the car,
Mm-hmm.
makes sense to me at all either.
Right. Right. There's just so much weirdness going on here, in my opinion. Um, but Max probably shows the most remorse, even more than the mother does.
yeah.
Max
But
seems the saddest, and maybe she knows what
is
happened.
that the
Maybe,
video where her mother did the statement from?
huh?
Is this the video where her mother did the statement from?
Oh, it's okay. Yeah, this is a video from her celebration of life. They were dancing and stuff. Hello, Shirley.
And that video where her
William.
mother,
Hello, William.
that video is kind of off to me too, where
Yeah,
she made.
look at Sammy party in there. I mean, it was their celebration, but it's like, I don't know, guys. I just maybe they're different. People are different.
There
Maybe
was
they
people
are.
saying that video, the people that were walking by never looked at her, never looked her way, none of that. There was people, quite a few people walking by in that video that were like, if somebody would, they would want to see what was going on, and they never looked her direction at all.
Right. And the sad thing it is, listen, I am not going to dog on the mom as far as grief because I
No,
couldn't
no.
imagine the grief that she's going through. The
Oh yeah, for
part of
sure.
the matter is she's ignoring a lot of shady stuff that went on, a lot of irresponsibilities on her part and other parents' part, these kids' part, and even Kylie's part if it was an accident. Kylie should have known better than to get in a car drinking if that's the case, which I don't think it was the case, but you know, who knows,
Do
But
you know?
get on here and say it's none of your business or mind your own business.
Right, right.
Asked us for help. You asked the community and the internet for help. Literally, her friends got on here asking for help. I mean, and then turn around and just bash us like we're nothing, and
Yeah,
tell us to
exactly.
mind our own business when, a 16-year-old girl is at the bottom of a lake after an irresponsible party by adult kids and teenage kids and adults.
Who was the one that put that party together? Which one was it that helped put that party together? It was
Allegedly, it was Sammy.
allegedly. Okay, yeah,
We don't
allegedly.
know
Okay.
100%, um, but allegedly it was Sammy. And I mean, those people got on there and said that there were bombs. I think it was Mags that talked about the bombs, them trying to get them to do bombs. Sammy said they did shots together. I mean,
Right.
Sammy even got on there and said uh that she wasn't going to ride home with her cuz she was too intoxicated. I mean, and who was the one that supplied these alcoholic drinks to these kids?
I heard that there was adults that showed up too, and honestly, wasn't there supposedly a second party right next to where they were?
Allegedly, there was.
Allegedly. So
That
could that have been where the adults came from?
no,
And just my opinion. It's just my opinion.
no,
I
no.
mean,
It was like more like a family reunion. It was a bunch of
Okay.
grown-ups and kids. They were grilling food.
Okay.
I don't think the part. I mean, there was
and that's where Exanime came from, right? Is the other party, right? She was there.
no. She's the one who got the video of the other party. She found the video of the second party, but
Oh,
it
And,
wasn't.
and
It wasn't related. I can't. I saw the video myself, and it was definitely a family gathering with people grilling and probably camping. Not sure,
absolutely.
but
Thank you, Huda.
definitely a lot of little kids running around. So I
Mm.
highly doubt that they were involved
Yeah,
with.
nobody seen nothing. Thank you, Huda. Thank you, Huda London Mental Health. Don't forget, Sammy organized the party. Allegedly, she did. Thank you so much, Huda, for that super sticker. Thank you, thank you. Super chat.
so what? And the funny thing about Xana May is, with me, and it's my opinion, if she had nothing to do with it, why would she go back with a kayak, put her dog on the kayak, and go over the over the reservoir if she had nothing to do with it? She
I
puts herself. She puts herself, in my opinion, she puts herself there, going on other people's channels saying that she was there, and then she even shows the video
Right,
of
absolutely.
her
Hello, Red
being
Eye
there.
Obsolete Celebrate of Life event disturbs me. I
Well,
mean,
here's my problem is if
uh,
Sammy organized that party
mhm.
and the lights and the speakers came down at 12:30, why was Sammy not there helping clean up if she organized the party?
Exactly, exactly. That's another red flag right there.
For sure.
It's another red flag. She left because
The
she
parents
figured out.
cleaned it up the next day. Kylie's mom cleaned up the party place. That's what I heard anyway. I would leave that shit alone. That's all investigation. That's a part of an investigation.
It's
All
all
the
Yeah.
been left
it's
alone.
all evidence. It's all evidence.
It should have been taped off,
Yeah,
Okay.
that's another thing that throws off. None of that was taped off. Even when
Exactly.
AWT got there, it was never taped off.
Well, just like Road Red said up here, and said she was used to be a sheriff's in a small town, a part of a small town, and if
Mhm.
their kids were involved, absolutely they would cover it up. Allegedly, not saying that's what it is. This is all allegedly, but yeah, absolutely they would cover it up if it was their kids, and that could be why the town is keeping it all hushity hushity hush. I do not think Kylie's dad is going to let this, let's see, go. He is going to get at the bottom of it. Accident does not seem to be in his vocabulary, so at least one person is thinking that. I hope you're right, Jessica. I do. I do. There's electronic fingerprints at the party. Hmm. She was busy taking Kylie's car Saturday far away until she search was done and gone. Well, the
That's
thing,
what I was thinking too. I was thinking that same thing. When the cops and them they had their search teams there, they couldn't find it. So was her car put there after they had done their search?
well, if you go to 10 to Life's community post, probably about a, was it about a week or a few days after Kylie went missing, her
Mhm.
car was spotted in Arizona near the Mexican border. They even talked about joking about the license plate and everything. And 10 to Life has it, the email where a picture where they sent it to Pacer County Police or the police department,
Yeah.
and nothing was said about it. And the girl said her and her father were joking about what the 127 meant. So I guarantee it was Kylie's car. This is just my opinion, you guys, and I'm just gonna put it out here. This is alleged, my opinion. I think something more sinister is going on in this case. Ryan Upchurch made it get too big, too noisy, and therefore they had to put an end to the noise. And that's why she was found. As soon as Ryan started making it noisy, as soon as Ryan started making a spectacle out of it and started bringing stuff out, boom, she's found. But AWP comes in within 30 minutes and finds her when everybody was all over that place before.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just smell something fishy in this case. Huda says, "Thank you, Huda. Thank you." They was at 4 potential fentanyl overdoses on 5/8/22. Absolutely.
And
Yeah.
that's a big thing nowadays, man, is that fentanyl.
Huda, was it your that was your Huda was the one with the fentanyl video I played. Give credit to Huda. Go over there and subscribe to her channel. That was her video I played about the fentanyl. Thank you for that, Huda. I appreciate that. But yeah, absolutely. I think and lock up all parents.
Huda, the thing that I don't understand, but why,
Right.
if they didn't want them to search, they should have never allowed them to come. If that's the case, if law enforcement did not want AWP to do their search, then they should have never allowed them to get in that water. My opinion, they should have never allowed them to get in there. But they allowed them to go and then said, don't search in this search area. It's already been searched. There's nothing there.
I got a question for you, Upside Down. And no disrespect to you because you are a regular in my chat. If you had okay, say like you was riding down the road and you were hit by a drunk driver, would you say that same thing? Because I lost 2 cousins within 5 years by the same aunt from drunk drivers. This irresponsibility. There was a 16-year-old girl at the bottom of the lake dead because of all this irresponsibility that's going on. Are we just going to sit back and pat these kids on the back and not let them learn lessons?
Well,
I respect what you're saying. We all did it when we were younger, but things has changed since when we were young.
oh, it sure has.
Has changed since we were young. Kids have got colder. They're all about themselves nowadays. It's not the same world we grew up in.
You know what I call this generation, Miss Daisy? You know what I call this generation?
What what is that?
I'm gonna cuss on your screen. Sorry,
It's
but I call it the I don't give a f generation because they don't care about nobody else but themselves. Look, man, you know what I had to do when I was in high school when I walked home with my friends. When we went our own way, I had to wait till I got all the way home to call them from the house phone to see if they made it all right, and they would call me to see if I made it all right home. We
right.
didn't have cell phones. We didn't have cell phones when we grew up.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. Take a cell phone from a kid, a teenager, and they liable to kill you. I had a friend who took her child's cell phone from him because he was bullying her at home, and knocking things around the house, and she took his cell phone. He called the police and said she hit him, and they took her to jail. He let his own mommy go to jail because he wanted his cell phone back. These kids are obsessed with the cell phone. I'll tell you what, if you want to make a kid mad, a teenager mad, take that cell phone from them, and
Don't
you'll see
only take their cell
a lot
phone,
of those kids.
take their gaming system away from them. Take their cell phone away from them. Take
Yeah,
any one of those things away from them. You're gonna piss them off. Bottom
exactly,
line is,
exactly.
it
Yeah,
wasn't like that when we grew up, David. We had to fight for everything that we had. We had to get in the dirt, work our butts off to get what we had because our parents wouldn't get it for us. That's the way we were taught.
right,
If you want something, go out and work and get it yourself. We're not
exactly.
just going to hand it to you.
But the time has changed.
It
Kids
has.
have got social media accounts. There's drugs out there. There was never that kind of drugs out there when I was younger, you all. I never heard of any kind of bad drugs like oxycontin, meth. I mean, you've got meth, you've got fentanyl, you've got everything. Kids are not safe nowadays. Human trafficking. You've got just all kinds of bad stuff out here. You can't just turn your young kids out on the streets and say, "Oh, do what you want," and then when bad things happen, say, "Let me pat you on the back," and you go do it again. You can't do that. I'm sorry. I know that things you yeah. No, I can't hear you, Shelly. Shelly, are you there? Exactly. I mean, there was drugs. I agree, but not like the drugs we got. I don't know how old you are, Miss America, but my
So
generation,
what
there was
else? One other thing that supposedly was found in her car,
much.
David, that remember when she said that they were trying to get her to do bong hits or whatever, right?
Uh huh.
So remember they said that they found a raw rolling blunt paper in her car, supposedly found it in her car.
Right. They did, didn't they?
But why would she say, what's her name, say that she wasn't wanting to do it? The guys were trying to get her to do it, and they told her no. They told them no. Remember that?
Right. Right.
And then all of a sudden, there's a raw blunt paper found in the back of her car. So
Exact.
who else was in that car with her before that happened to her? Because she said that she don't do stuff like that, and she was telling the guys, "No, we're not gonna do that." But now
Well,
all of a sudden, there was one found in the back of her car.
right.
Sammy said when they went back to the car, there were other people in the car with them.
Oh yeah. She could hear him in the background, allegedly, is what she said. Listen, you all, I do not believe this was that girl's first party. I think, in my opinion, Kylie had been to parties like this before.
You got to remember though, she graduated high school at 16. She was 16 when she graduated high school.
Well, she felt comfortable enough to sleep in the car at that camp. That's what Sammy said. So, what kind of mommy lets them do that? You know what I'm saying? Lets her 16-year-old stay in a dark lake camp area by themselves in a car and sleep nowadays.
Well,
I mean, I'm not judging her. Like, I know a lot of people are naive and they don't think bad things can happen, but the irresponsibility here is just overwhelming.
yeah,
It,
overwhelming for sure, overwhelming. And then
Shelly,
there's too many red flags that are in this case too as well.
Can you
That
hear
right?
me?
online period.
Shelly.
And because this is a campsite, could that possibly be why they had to shut it down at 12:30? Because if this is a campsite and people are trying to camp and trying to sleep, and you've got this party going on with 300 people, I mean, that may be a reason why it was shut down or moved or
Does
whatever.
anybody remember what day of the week it was? It was Friday into Saturday, right?
Right.
Yeah.
It was Friday into
But
Saturday.
also, but also, I wanted to also say that I feel like I heard from somewhere that now this is allegedly hearsay. I don't even know if I heard it right, but didn't one of the parents run or manage that campsite?
I
Did
don't know.
anybody hear that?
I did.
I haven't heard that. I haven't heard that.
I've been following this case pretty closely, and I have not heard that.
Can anyone hear me?
Lydia Love, I can't. It's not bringing it up.
Can you hear me?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Hey. I had to unplug my mic because it wasn't working, I guess.
Hi.
Hey,
Hey.
it's Shelly. How are
Hey,
y'all?
Shelly.
Hi,
Tonight?
Shelly.
I've got opinions up here
My
too.
dogs. I might have to mute. I just wanted to say that as a teacher, I know that kids can be very cruel to each other online, and they don't necessarily say it in person. So I honestly think she was directing those statements at the kids on social media, because I've read some posts that have been sent to Jagger, and they're talking about, you murdered her, you have her shoe, you took her necklace and her pink purse, and there's this tickles guy or girl. I don't know who it is, but there's just, I don't know if y'all understand how severely brutal these kids are online.
Oh, absolutely, I
And
do.
I think
Yeah,
that,
nowadays, Shelly, they're really
and it's
adamant.
beyond, it's like, you should die now, kill yourself now. I mean, it's like
That's crazy.
so bad. I can't even tell you. It's so bad. And the kids need to be held accountable for that. And then where they were that night, where's Sammy's alibi? You know, it's just so many questions. I don't
That's
understand.
because I don't think Sammy has one. I honestly don't think Sammy has one.
Right.
Maybe she was driving some other car.
I mean,
Yeah.
I agree. Kids shouldn't be attacked, but also they need to address this needs to be addressed. And the way they did AWP, here is a video that was sent to me. I hope it's not another video. I hope I didn't. Hang on. This is a video sent to me of the mom singing. I hope it. Hang on. Let me bring it back up. Hey, buddy. Hang on just a second. I'm going to try to bring it back up here.
Well, I think she wanted, honestly, just a positive atmosphere. I really think it was for her. I think all the kids were wanting to celebrate because that's what the mom wanted for Kiely. As far as what comes after in the investigation, maybe that is down the road.
Yeah.
And also, I think that the father is very suspicious and he has red flags and he's questioning all the kids. And I think she's kind of like taking care of the kids like a mother hen, kind of gathering them in and saying, you know, very, very compassionate. And he's probably taking a different viewpoint on the whole thing. Well, he might be blaming her. I mean, there could be a lot of issues that just came up recently.
Right.
So why would they pick the campsite to have a party in the first place? I mean, like what was so great about this place that they would want to pick it for the? But there was a party next to them, so it couldn't have been too isolated. You know what I mean? It was a family party going on.
It looked dark and scary to me.
Well, isolated from a neighborhood where the cops are going to be called easily.
Right.
And apparently, according to, some people, that was like a tradition that had been happening for years. I just wanted to say one thing, like speaking of like down the road and alcohol at the party. In California, okay, so if Sammy arranged this party, like if she actually has said that and admitted to having some involvement in arranging this party, once the toxicology report comes back, which I believe, there's some foul play, but just say that they don't even do anything about that. Once the toxicology report comes back, if there's alcohol in her system, somebody needs to be held responsible for that. And I know we've talked about adults at the party and this, that, and the other. Well, Sammy's 18 years old. Okay. In the state of California, I know in the state of Tennessee, when you're 18 years old, you can sell alcohol, okay, in a bar or in a restaurant.
At 18?
Yes, in the
Yeah, 18. Yeah, some
okay, wait a minute. Let me finish. Okay. So
Go ahead.
You can in Tennessee at 18. And if you serve alcohol to someone and they leave, and that you overserve them and they leave and get in a wreck, which, could be, you can be prosecuted for that. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
But in the state of California, it's at a bar. It's 21, but I just looked it up. It said if you at 18 years old, you can serve alcohol in a bona fide like restaurant. So if they also serve food, is what I was seeing is in California, you can serve alcohol at 18 if they also serve food at this same location. All right, like an actual restaurant, not just like a bar. So, but the same rule applies if you serve alcohol to someone and you're 18 years old. So the thing about that makes this interesting is we have pictures that there was alcohol being sold
Yes.
there, which makes this completely different. Well, yeah, and completely different. Like alcohol is being sold at this party. Like when I went to parties, it wasn't being sold. Everybody brought their own or people shared it, but you're actually selling it. Who's selling it? Who's making money off of it, right? They need to get to the bottom of that. And also, lastly, I mean, I'm just gonna say, when I was like 16 years old, I was at a party at a friend's house, and the mother was there. Okay, she did not give any of the minors alcohol at all. Everybody brought their own alcohol. I actually wasn't drinking. I was like the only one that wasn't. But the minors brought their own alcohol. But when the cops actually showed up, they still charged her with contributing to minors, even though she absolutely did not buy the alcohol, and everybody admitted they already had their own alcohol. But because she was there, I mean, and the thing is somebody they're going to have to dig on this, and somebody is going to have to be held accountable. The fact that they were selling it there, and there were people of age there, 18 years old, that are adults. Somebody needs to be charged in this, as far as that goes. You know, whether or not it's even, you know, there is foul play and they can prove it. Something needs to be done about that, and I will be very suspicious if something is not done about that.
Well, when I was in high school, there was an accident and there was drinking involved, and another boy turned a corner. The boy in his car, that was his friend, died, and he was charged with vehicular homicide. Yeah. And he was a minor at the time, so he probably got a different sentence, but they charged him with that, and I remember that. And if you kill someone, even if it's unintentionally by alcohol poisoning or fentanyl, I mean, just like the Nate guy from Roseville that got arrested, I mean, he's being charged with murder, which is like the first time that any juvenile, I don't know, I mean, he's over 18, right?
Who?
The Nate guy, the Nate Cabrera.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's being charged with murder because he knew that it was laced, I guess.
Absolutely.
That's a whole nother ball game. But you're right, and even at frat parties, for instance, there's been people charged for that with alcohol poisoning and kids like drinking themselves to death with alcohol poisoning. There's been people charged for that at frat parties. Something needs to happen. They need to dig and figure out who really supplied the alcohol. And the fact that they were selling it, I mean, that's a whole nother level to me.
Well, it was Sammy that did it.
Yeah. And you're not the only one that I heard that from either. They're saying that there were, adults there selling it, not just people selling it. They specifically said, and I can't remember whose channel it was on that I heard that on, but they said there was adults there selling it, not kids, adults. So what you're saying, I believe, because you're not the only one that has said that.
Right. Let me shout out this super chat real quick, guys. Thank you, Huda. Thank you for the super chat. These kids are not talking because there was fentanyl in the party. Fentanyl is a serious prison term. Nick saw the girl was acting weird, maybe fentanyl. Thank you, Huda, for that super
Not too many people can survive from fentanyl. And then as skinny as she was, petite as she would have, I'm sorry to say it, but alcohol would not have killed her. That would have killed her, because I know one of my friends was on it, and he almost died on it in front of my face. And he was a big boy. He weighed over 200 pounds and still almost died from it. So could you imagine Kiely weighing, a little over 100 pounds, maybe, if that?
120.
120 maybe? Okay, yeah, 120.
Hey, Miss Chewy.
Or she could have hit her head, or she could have been in a fight or something. But the thing if you see someone in trouble at a party, why not just call 911? I mean, I know it's not like blinding flash of the obvious, but normal, prudent people call 911 if someone's in trouble.
Right.
That's what I don't get, because that might have saved her life. I don't know if they could have gotten Narcan in there fast enough, but it hits pretty quick, I guess. I've seen some.
Yeah, Narcan,
Narcan.
he's
And
a,
some people are giving it out to kids.
I've gave Narcan before, and it pisses them off when they lose their high. But literally, it does save their life. But with that fentanyl, I don't know if Narcan would, because the high dosage and how potent Narcan is.
Well, there's a policeman that was going through a bag on YouTube.
I saw that same video. I was just going to mention that too. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So he had to get 3 what's it called? Narcan?
Narcan.
It's squirt up your nose. He had to get 3 doses of that because he was in cardiac arrest 3 times. He crapped.
You know what the song there? How he got that? He got that by touching the person that had the fentanyl.
Well, he's opening the bag, and even the dust can like get into your body, your skin. If you touch it, it'll go right through your skin. It's very powerful.
Yeah, it goes through your pores. You can get in your pores.
Yes.
Yes, Narcan is instant, but that is very, very, very potent. So I don't know if a normal dose of Narcan, which is 1 milliliter of Narcan, because I've gave it before a lot, would do that. Would be able to bring somebody out of a fentanyl dose if they had a lot of the fentanyl, because it's supposed to be really, really strong. RT, was you wanting to say something else, sweetie? RT? I don't know if he's
let me unmute. Can you hear me okay? Sorry, Miss Daisy.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, no, you guys, I agree with pretty much everything you said. And I just wanted to ask Lady Love if she got the picture of the banner. And if not, I'm going to send it to you, Miss Daisy, because it's actually a good one for discussion after you show that video. You got a good video on there right now. That's interesting. I have that same picture or similar one, but not the video. I do have a video of it, but I won't show it. But I want to just mention one thing about someone asked why have the party there and not a house party, right?
Right.
Okay. About 2 years ago, let's say 3 years ago. 3 years ago, the town of Truckee, the town council put an ordinance in that if parents who own a house that have kids having underage kids drinking and having a party of will be liable for criminal prosecution. And that is a fact in Truckee. I'm sure it's not other places, but here they passed that law 3 years ago. So I would have thought too, why not at a house where it's controlled a little better, but they couldn't have had a house that big. And a small party I can understand, but something this big, the house would have been busted immediately. And maybe that would have been a good thing. But they had it out.
I'd like to ask you a question.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. Now, the area that they had the party, did someone have to rent that or put that in their name in order for them to be able to use that space?
I don't believe so, because I don't believe they were at the campsite. If you look at the pictures that other people have put online, they're in the Prosser Valley campground. They call it that. That's what it's called in the area. But I think they were off the road from that in a blank area. They'd have to be. Remember, the people that had complained or heard the mass exodus, they were like a half a mile away. Some people that had reported that to the authorities, or it was on some website. And I do not believe they were in a campsite and that they would have had to sign up for it. Does anyone agree with me?
Oh yeah.
Is there rangers that are there in this area that patrol the area?
You would think so. And to be honest, I think that would be the first bust. Would be a big major party. But it's crazy that no police saw people drive there or exit there or do anything about it. No rangers came by.
Because it's Placer County Sheriff's Department. The sheriffs would have came by.
Right, that's correct.
Because if it was enough for the neighbors to complain a half a mile away, then that means that that's a pretty big party.
That's correct.
Yeah, half a mile
and those
away,
were campers. those were campers. And you're right, the sheriff would have come out because it's the territory for the sheriff. But
It's Placer
they
County. Placer County is the sheriff's department. They're the ones that take care of that area that where the reservoir is and where Baca, wherever the heck the one right up the street from it,
Boca, yeah.
Boca, because that's where the tow truck driver originally went.
Yeah, I think that was
that-
the second party. I think they took off and went there
And
because.
then
And I
then
wanted to ask the guy from there if that Boca was open, what are the restrictions on that at night?
wouldn't
Yeah,
it be
that's
the
a good.
same as Placer?
But again, this area is out in the woods, and there's a lot of woods out here and mountains. They could have gone anywhere and partied. It did not necessarily have to be at a campground or a campsite. And I think they were at the campground, but not at the campsite. And a quick question, Miss Daisy, and I got to go. You're running into my shower time again out here. And remember, I've missed 3 showers because of you. And I'll be back later. But real quick, did you get the picture of the purple banner?
No. Well, let me go look because I've not looked on my. Let me go look on the.
I love the guitar memorial. The guitar.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Ukulele and the guitar. And
RT.
then probably the violin might be up there too because she played the fiddle.
the
But
fiddle's right there down below in the middle. See
oh
it?
yeah, I think it's up at the top.
RT.
I didn't get it. RT.
Okay, I'm going to send it to you directly. I've got your correct email. I think it's a good one to put on there, and you can discuss it. I sent it to Lady Love, but I think she said her computer's out. So I'm going to get out of here. I'll send you an email, take a shower, and I'll be back.
Okay,
RT,
thank you
don't
for
leave.
everything. Thank
Don't
you.
leave.
That's
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I want to know if Kylie's little brother was there.
At the celebration?
Yes.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Okay.
Yep, and he was with the mother in the first hour or so. After that, he was with a couple friends, and I didn't see him go back to the general area, but he was there.
Thank you.
Thank you so
You
much.
got it.
Who was
for
the
everything.
family next to the mom?
Appreciate all that you've brought to us. Thank you, RT. I want to do a shout out to Huda for another super chat. Thank you, Huda. Thank you. Sammy said there was no cameras until Highway 88. I think that was wrong because somebody was saying that there was cameras there. 89 till
For
Highway.
it to be a campground, I think honestly there has to be some kind of camera there.
Some kind of camera, maybe.
Yeah, and she got gas for $2 before the party. Where was that camera? Where was that camera footage?
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Was that the same place that they did have the footage from her inside the store, or no?
It
Because
looked
they
like
had the
a
footage.
boutique. It looked like a boutique. Maybe it was a gas station that doubled as a boutique.
Hold on, I got that picture. I just passed that picture up while I'm looking up online about it. I just passed that picture up, and I'll let you know where it's from.
Did you all see the picture of Kiely? Let's go back to the. Oh, there she is cooking.
Oh,
Let's put that there.
It was a store. That's all it says. It says Kylie was captured on a local store surveillance footage the night before she went missing. That's all it says. It just says it's a local store. It was a local store, and it said that it had to have been a local convenience store, gas station, because
I think so. Yeah.
the
or
convenience
was
store
it
gas.
like an old downtown area where they got those?
You know how they got those roadside gas stations where you can buy like what is it called
It could be.
little trinkets from the state or the area you're in. I think that's exactly what that was. That picture was with her in the black and the green or blue shorts, whatever. I think that was like a little convenience store where you can go buy souvenirs, where you can buy souvenirs from. I think that's what it was.
Look at how precious this picture is, you guys. Where'd it go? It's of Kiely with a violin. Look at that.
The violin case was probably there. All of her instruments.
She looks tiny or far there. I mean, like tiny there doing that. That's like, wow.
That's something you're born with. That's something you don't learn. She was born with that gift to play that violin. God gave her that gift, and she was born with that gift. That was something she never learned.
Well, they interviewed her fiddle teacher on the news. I watched that. She's like an older lady that had taught her how to play. But yeah, you have to have innate talent to continue it.
Yeah.
Probably what? She probably was in this picture 2 or 3 years old, maybe.
Yeah, she was
Or
living there.
she had butterflies all over it. That's cute.
Yeah, that is cute.
Flowers, something.
Thank you, Huda. Huda said, was Kate in the tribute? Nope. He said he did not see Kate in there at all. Thank you, Huda. She was not there.
That's interesting. Wasn't that her oldest friend when they were like babies? Wasn't there pictures of those two together when they were very young?
Yes, Kate and her were the ones that grew up together, always was around each other through school. They were in the same classes and stuff like that. That was Kate. Yes.
That's odd that she wasn't there then. That's very
You
odd.
think that would be one person that would be there before anybody, since they were that close?
That is odd that she wasn't there. That
Well,
is.
there was a brunette next to the mom in the family side on where the family was sitting. I don't know. Maybe that was her.
We asked RT. RT was the one that was there from the beginning.
Yeah, I tried to ask him before he left. But...
No, he said Kate wasn't there. We had already asked him.
Oh.
Yeah, we'd asked him that. And he said Kate wasn't there.
That's odd.
But that's kind of weird, these feathers. I don't know. What does that mean? What does those feathers mean? I don't know.
Probably something she just had, and she liked feathers, you know?
Yeah.
It could be something that she just liked doing, or she collected them as a hobby, you know? She collected them as a hobby, so that's why they had them there.
I'm going to try to play this mom singing just a little bit. I don't want to get a copyright, but I want you all to hear a little bit of her singing, okay?
Good night, and I bid you good night. Good night, good night. Lay down, my dear daughter. Lay down
that's
and
hard.
take your rest. Won't you lay your head upon your mother's breast? I love you, but she loves you the best, and I bid you good night. Good night, good night, and I bid you good night, good night, good night.
That gave me chills. That was so good. That was beautiful. I'm so sad for her. Jeez.
That
I
is.
know I wouldn't be able to sing that at all.
No, ma'am.
If that was
Be
my
able
daughter.
to. No way.
I was then bawling my eyes out like I'm crying right now, tearing up because that song was
God. Look at that other girl's dress.
I told you they're all short.
Oh my God.
It is
How they
sad.
come
I
nowadays.
feel really bad for that mom. I do. But there comes a time when she can't just expect us to just walk away from this when there's too many red flags. And maybe she wants to put it past her. Maybe she don't want to deal with the fact that something bad happened to her daughter like that. I don't know.
She may be like just saying, you know, this is it's done, and there's nothing that anybody can do to bring her back, and that's
It's just
maybe
her way
why
of
she
mourning.
just wants to.
It's just her way of mourning.
Yes.
Right. Yep. It's one of the.
Sounds like she wrote that song herself.
You know what? I was just thinking that same thing, Daisy.
Yeah.
I think those are her own words
Yeah.
to her daughter.
That's sad.
Nobody will ever understand unless you've lost a child, and I don't understand.
I won't say I lost a child, but I lost a brother, a younger brother, to drugs, to heroin. He was only 37 years old.
You lost a daughter?
No, a brother.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Lost my grandmother to heroin
everyone has,
overdose. They found him in the hotel overdose on heroin.
Mm. I'm
everyone does
sorry,
grieve
Tex.
differently, Lady of Love. And I'm not
Yeah.
saying this mom ain't grieving. I'm just thinking, and right now she may not want to focus on the what ifs, and maybe down the line
Yep.
when she's her heart, when all this passes and all the social media has died down, and it's just her at the house, and there's no Kylie, then maybe she might try to. Maybe she might start saying, "Well, what if there was? What if? What if?" But right now, she's getting a lot of support, and there's a lot of people around her. There's a lot of everything, and I think she just wants to kind of grieve and step back away from that. Um, but the longer she goes without her Kylie, the more angry she'll get, and the more she'll probably want to reach out and find out what happened to her. I would assume,
Well, she also may be feeling a little bit guilty by allowing her to go to this party.
right?
Oh, all parents blame themselves when something bad
Hmm.
happens. It's just
Yeah,
Yep.
we all get in
And
that.
she may be mad at herself. And what do we do when we're mad at ourselves? We lash out on other people. That's just
Exactly.
that's a human reaction to
And
when
that's
you're
what,
upset.
yep, it's a
You're
natural.
hurting so bad that you have to, take it out on someone.
You could be crying one minute, laughing the next, yelling, angry. I mean, it's just a
Hmm.
cycle of emotions and it's unpredictable, but it's understandable.
Right.
absolutely, it is. I got some more pictures here that was sent to me. Thank you, RT. This must be the banner that he was talking about of Kylie. Let's
I'll say I can't even see it.
you guys see it?
Is it like a painting or something or
Can you guys see it?
the
No,
purple
Mm,
flag?
I could barely see it. I'm on my cell phone, so
it
I'm
doesn't
it's
on
even
like
my.
a little teeny picture.
Let me put it sideways. My phone's sideways. Could I see it sideways? Is it sideways?
Can you see it better there, guys?
Hold on,
Is
zoom
it
it back in, Daisy.
silhouette of some sort?
Huh?
Zoom
It's
it in a little more, Daisy.
Oh,
Kylie.
now I see it. Okay.
It's pictures of Kylie when she was little and a flag and all that they have
Oh.
of her.
I was looking at the flag.
Yeah. Oh, do you?
Maybe
Yeah, she's definitely got the
painted that.
mom has to definitely be blaming herself.
That's her
There's
dancing.
no way she's not.
That's her dancing. Maybe she painted that.
Somebody painted it, didn't
Somebody it was handmade. Mm.
Wow. Thank you so much for this. Um, and then here's Mama's, I guess, Jagger.
Jagger.
Yeah, that's
Mama Jagger.
Jagger.
Right before they left, he thought she'd left with him, but she didn't.
Mm.
Jill said, "I've lost a son. As a mother, I cried, and I still cry. I
Mm.
don't see this
Hmm.
mother have any emotion whatsoever. I'm sorry. We're sorry, Jill.
Yep,
About
I'm
that.
so sorry.
Prayers
I
for you,
know.
sweetheart.
I know exactly how you feel. I mean, I lost a daughter too, and
Mm.
I'll tell you, you don't ever get past it. You don't. It doesn't.
Doesn't go
It
away.
And
no
everyone does
ever.
grieve differently. And
Yep.
maybe, like I said, down the line when she's all alone and everyone's moved on to her with their life, and these kids have went on to college and made lives for herself, and her Kylie is not with her, like I said, then she might start thinking, "Whoa!" And then the anger will come. I do think she'll have a moment of anger if she's not already right now, but
Oh,
it
she will. She
it
will
should
have it.
be at it should not be at AWP or anybody like that. It
No.
should be at these kids that
Yes.
allegedly left
Yes.
her and gave her alcohol and
And these were her so-called friends. We got to remember, these were her so-called friends.
right.
The friends that said that they would never let anything happen to her. But then you get to this party, something happens, and then you all disappear and leave her to herself.
And I
You
Yeah.
just
know,
want to know if you're going to this party and you get there at 10:30, and then so what did Sammy stay for an hour and then say, "Oh, I'm leaving," but she's the one who arranged it all, and that does not make sense to me.
And left her. I mean,
And
she
left her. But
but that's what I'm
but you got to
saying.
remember, if it if it broke up at 12:30, even long enough to take down the lights and the speakers, and they just had arrived by what 9:30, 10, that's not a very long time to be partying. So
And
why is Sammy leaving all of a sudden? And if
well,
it's her
the
party,
question
she
is,
arranged.
they took it down at 12:25. So why would Kiely call her at 12:36 and she could still hear people at the party?
Thank
When
you,
they already
Right.
shut down.
Right. Exactly.
something happened, in my opinion,
That's
and
what I
that's
was just ready to say. Remember, there was people boxing with boxing gloves too. There was I don't know how true that is.
only five.
Allegedly, there were guys boxing with boxing gloves. Did something happen while they were boxing where they had to go, and then Kylie was already too incapacitated to realize what was going on around her, and she was just following people away?
Well, she could have fallen. She could have been hit by a car. I mean, there's so many things that could happen.
Because all of her friends had already left, left her there for her by herself. So
She
none
could
of
have
her
been roofied.
what happened to her.
Fentanyl.
Question, like, so I heard Bullhorn Betty and Chronicles of Olivia. They, had, from the girl, anonymous girl at the party saying that Kylie, did they say she couldn't speak or was like out of it and couldn't speak or something like that?
Well,
Nothing
no.
was said. What did they say? Go ahead. Tell me what they said, because
Well,
that's what I heard.
I don't know about that, but I know Elza was one of the friends, and she said Kylie fell in a hole and they had to help her out. And
Okay,
she,
have you? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
go ahead.
No, I heard from yesterday. Like, they had interviewed a girl anonymously that came forward, and they had verified it through a lot of people, even Sammy, that this girl was at the party. And she had said that Kylie was way out of it and couldn't even speak.
So many people said that.
Yeah, she was under the influence of something.
Yes, but my thing is, if it was fentanyl,
She wouldn't be able to speak at all if it was fentanyl.
she would have been on the ground, or she wouldn't have
Yeah.
even been speaking.
She wouldn't have been able to speak. If she was on fentanyl, she wouldn't have been able to speak.
Just not even speak, but like stand or do anything. I mean,
sure.
there would have been, she'd been out. So I'm
Yeah, she
curious,
would've been-
like, yeah, and this person claimed it was marijuana and alcohol, but didn't know for sure, but just said she was pretty inebriated. But like with fentanyl, you're right, she would have been unable, like just passed out. She would have been almost near death probably. I mean, there would be no walking or anything.
Maybe
So my question,
roofies or something.
Yeah, I was gonna say roofies.
That's possible.
Usually are very, very popular at those kind of parties, especially if there
Well,
were
Lady Love.
college age kids there.
We got to remember though too, the edibles can do that too if they're strong enough.
How did she get down in that water? Lady in Love said that those roads, and she showed us pictures of the big dips and the big holes in the road. How could she have even got down that road without going over that mountain too? I mean, something. Yeah.
That's why, in my opinion, that there's somebody else in that car with her. There was somebody else in that car with her for her to go into that direction, take a left, going back towards the water instead of taking a right. In my opinion, I think there was somebody in that car with her driving away.
Well, Ryan was explaining on his channel and of his explanation, and someone was trying to say that she drove in there, but he said that the way that there's two big like bumps or kind of a hill, two hills, when you come down from those going 50 or even 40, you're going to cause damage to the car.
And there was no damage to the car. No.
You're going to have damage to the car. And then when that car was pulled out, the only damage, was what they found underwater and when they rolled the car. So I just didn't see anything that would.
Exactly that. And he also said that car would not have cleared the distance from the ground to underneath the car would not have cleared that area.
It wouldn't have cleared. He said it would gotten mud bogged in the sand.
Sand, yep.
Mud. And he was going in depth because he has all these machines and equipment and four-wheelers and he knows a lot about cars. So I mean, thinking about it that way from a mechanic or someone that knows about cars, it's just not possible.
Right. I want to do a shout out to Huda again. Thank you for the super chat. Fentanyl is laced in cannabis and everything else.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right, Huda. Thank you for
Yep.
that super sticker.
Right.
Thank you.
If they could have cannabis. Smoked that raw, if they could have got her to smoke that raw blunt, it could have been in there. We don't ever know until the toxicology report comes back telling us what she had in her system. Everything she had in her system. Alcohol's going to be there for sure.
When that car hit the water too, someone said there were no airbags. If you're going at a speed and you're bumping around, you would have damage. The airbags would have deployed hitting that water like that. It's just
It depends on how sensitive they are. They're sensitive to opening up.
extremely.
Because they have them like going 60 miles an hour. They deploy at 60 miles an hour, 40 miles an hour. It depends on how sensitive they are. Because I've known where
Where
they
the
have
sensors are and where the sensors are too. That
Yeah.
makes a difference. There's
Yes.
sensors, and if it doesn't get in that area, then they won't deploy.
They're
I
not
mean,
gonna-
it
they're not gonna
depends.
deploy.
My
Yeah.
daughter had a fender bender and hers deployed and gave her a black eye, gave her whiplash.
That's that's because it was.
And it wasn't even that fast, honestly. Maybe it was the angle. I don't know, but
It must have been
that
right on the
airbag
sensors.
messed her face up.
I noticed something very weird today. I was watching another channel that was showing the video of Adventures with Purpose, and I noticed the Ram sticker that was on the back of the car. It was very small. And I just find that strange that Sammy knew there was a Ram sticker on the back of her car because it was tiny. I was thinking it was like big and noticeable. No, it was tiny. So it just makes me wonder how Sammy knows there was a Ram sticker on the back of her car.
See, if they were close friends, you'd know that kind of thing, right? Like I knew all my best friends, their cool stickers and all that. But from what we've heard, they were not even that they weren't even following each other on social media. Has that been right? Am I right about that? That they weren't even following each other on social media?
I did hear that too. I did hear that they weren't following each other on Facebook. Here, they weren't following.
Heard that too? I mean, because that is really.
If Sammy followed Jagger, which I know she does because I've been on Instagram, I know she follows him, but Sammy doesn't follow Kiely and Kiely didn't follow her. I would be really ticked if my ex was friends with someone on Facebook and that was supposed to be my friend. I don't know. I would just not be happy.
That's where it threw me a red flag too. The red flag that threw at me with Sammy and Jagger and that news interview. That was another one that threw red flag. The interview on the news.
Yes, but I'm telling you, besides, I mean, yes, she was following Jagger, which is crazy. But if that is the case, that says a lot. If these two girls, how are you all close and best friends or great friends, as Sammy has said, and you're not following each other on social media? Are you kidding me? That's absurd. That does not happen. The only way that could happen, I heard Dolly Vision bring this up, that the only way this gap is because Kylie's accounts were shut down and maybe it's not showing anymore, possibly who's following who because her accounts might have been shut down. That would be the only explanation, but also that's just I don't know, that just says a
You
lot
know what Facebook does now when the person, like if you have an account on Facebook, and this happened with my brother's account when he passed away, YouTube, your family has the right to make your Facebook account as a memorial and it'll still be up on Facebook. My brother has a memorial. His Facebook account is now a memorial.
I get that, but this is an investigation. It could be a little different where maybe they took them down just for that. I don't know.
But I'm just saying for the fact that you said her accounts were shut down.
Yeah.
When were they shut down? After she passed or before? Because I know Facebook, at least Facebook, that social media site will not take you all the way off of their social media platform. That's just what happened.
It wasn't on there before.
Sammy looks like she's leading the dance, and then the other picture, she was in the center. One of the people said she was right in the middle of that last picture. But
she's having her a good old time, in my opinion.
I feel like she's leading the dance right there. She sticks her hands up first.
Was anybody anybody allowed to speak at that celebration of life? Did they have certain speakers, or was anyone allowed to get up and
It was
speak?
Jagger, it was Mags, and then Sammy, and then her mom. I don't know if her dad spoke.
I don't know either. We'll have to ask him whenever he comes. Good night, Christine. Thanks for coming up. She's got to get up and go to work in the morning, but yeah.
I'm going to assume very heavily that her dad did not speak.
I do too. And you heard RT say that they wouldn't even go near each other or talk. That's weird.
RT
Yeah.
wants the
Oh,
link,
here it
Miss
comes.
Daisy.
Okay. Come on back up, RT. Say,
Oh, man, get off
Move
my
that.
phone. No.
Move all that.
No, you're going to be laying on that.
Oh, good crap, I could be laying on it.
but yeah.
I just wish we would have some answers.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And what was on that laptop? The thing about the laptop is, I was hearing about the laptop today, is that Duty Ron was saying that anything on that laptop, you have like, you could do iPhone messages on there, and you could log into the iCloud and you can pull up all those messages because it's.
If everything was saved to the iCloud, it has to be, or if she sets it automatically save.
Yeah,
then
you
that-
can save it to your hard drive. So why wouldn't they want that?
Does anybody know? Has Kylie already been cremated?
I don't know. I have no idea. It's probably private.
I was hoping they were going to have a private funeral with the family or something, and I don't know.
RT, do you know if the dad spoke out?
I think
you can you hear me okay?
Yes, man. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, no.
You had your shower.
No, I'm still holding off. But real quick,
Oh my
gosh. I must think. The dad did not speak. Jagger did not speak. And you saw the girls up there. Those are the only ones that spoke. And then the dancing started. One question, Miss Daisy, did you get that better banner email? Check your email.
I did, and I showed it.
No, the better one. The one that is a full picture of it.
Oh, he sent you another one, Daisy.
Okay.
Yes.
I got one by Lady Love. I haven't got anything from you.
No, from me. I sent it to you, and it's a much better picture, and you can see what it is exactly, and then you can discuss it. The partial one was not clear enough, but I did get your email. Go ahead.
I don't know why my email's not letting you go through. There's some people that doesn't go through. Like Wisconsin Mama told me she sent me several emails and I never got them.
Okay, well you got this.
That's been happening to
this
me.
one, and check your spam. But I did send Lady Love one, and I know she said she can't forward it. If she could, it would be great. I'll try to send the. I'll try to send it again, but it's much better, and it's actually a pretty solemn one to look at, to comment on. I'll try it again. I finally got your email address correctly. I had sent it.
It's still not doing it. It's still not sending it. I don't understand it.
Yeah, it might be something.
But I don't.
Speaking from my own experience, I feel like her behavior. I just don't think she was that close to her because. I just don't get that she was close to her. She just doesn't seem to be grieving very heavily. I don't know. I've been just speaking from my own experience. When I go to funerals and I don't know the person very well, I'll pay my respects. I may tear up a little bit, but I'm not weeping at the casket or whatever it is. Not to be gross, but I don't know. Just don't think she was that close to her.
RT, before you go, I want to ask you a question, but I know you and Miss Daisy are working out this email thing. Do you all want to continue to figure that out before I ask?
No, that's okay, because I'm bad with the email. Lady Love, I just asked you on.
Lady Love, send it back to Lady Love and see if she'll send it.
Okay, Lady Love, I asked you on private chat if you got it. I'm not sure if you're listening.
I really appreciate all of you asking questions, and I can hear what you say, and because it's just bugging the heck out of me, and I like to be able to talk to people about it. So
Oh, you all almost got
I
something
appreciate all of you.
Woo, somebody just sent me something real interesting. I can't talk about, but it's going to blow this case out of the water.
Are you kidding?
About it.
Every day we hear stuff that's like, what?
And this is going to be, this is something I can't talk about. I want to talk about it, but I was asked not to. But whoa.
Go for it.
Ready to happen, y'all.
RT, like, quick question, since you were
Yeah.
there. So, did they just allow anyone to come up and speak, or did it seem pre-planned for the people that did speak at the celebration of life?
Yeah, that's a very good question. I heard you ask that earlier, and I wanted to answer it.
Yes.
It was all pre-planned. It read like a script, which was fine. No, they did not ask. And a lot of these events, especially for funerals, and I know it was a celebration of life, and funerals sometimes are a celebration of life. You ask for people to come up, but they did not. Negative.
So they knew Sammy was going. So they knew that was planned for Sammy to speak. Okay, interesting. That's what I wanted to know. Thank you.
Okay. And the Daisy, hit us with the big one.
I can't right now, guys.
no.
I can't. Somebody
Does it
asked me not
confirm
to.
my theory?
Okay.
No, it's
No.
much. I can't say.
Okay.
Yeah, no problem.
Intriguing for sure. You can't share it.
Huh?
It's something intriguing. It sounds like it, but we were not going to make you do anything you shouldn't. You don't.
Well,
think you should do.
Yeah. I can't say. I just can't say. But let's just hold on tight to our pantyhose, y'all, and wait and see what happens with this case. Because there might be something getting ready to happen with this case I can't talk about. But
Well, I can honestly say that if there's
Thank you,
wrongdoing
RT.
here, if there's drugs and there's wrongdoing, someone's going to get arrested, and then we have to know.
Yeah. Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
it's going to be public record at that point. So
Right. Oh man, I wish I could tell at least one person on here because we talked about this the other day.
tell it to one of your little
I can't.
animals out there on your farm.
I tell the critters, yeah.
Yeah, tell your critters.
On the farm. Listen, I got a song I wrote about the critters on the farm. I just need a banjo to sing it.
We need
But
Kylie
anyway,
to play for us.
no, I'm not going to say nothing, I promise. Hey, Bo Evans. Hey. But anyway, but I just think this is a crazy case, you guys. It's a whole mess. Thank you, Hindo. Thank you, Huda. Thank you.
You
Oh
think
my
this will
God.
be like some kind of movie
I
one
believe
day?
Kate is going down, Miss Daisy. You think Kate's involved, Huda?
Wow.
Come up, Lady of Love. I don't know. I can't say I don't know for sure about anything, but I can't say because I promised I wouldn't say. So we have to wait. I believe Kate is going down, Miss Daisy. She could be.
I'm just happy to know that there's something moving. There's something happening,
Yeah.
Because it's just like nothing. Everyone's frustrated.
There's Zoe. Hello, Zoe. Come on up, everybody.
Oh, you're so sweet. Hi.
Hey.
I got to go to work tomorrow, so I'll talk to y'all next time. I love you.
Okay, well, thank you for coming up. Love you too. Come back up again, okay?
I will, babe. Bye.
Bye, honey.
Good night.
Good night. Hey Zoe, how are you? What do you think about all this?
Good. Oh gosh, a lot has happened with the. You guys are all caught up with the SF Investigates guy, right? What do you think of him and all the interviews and all the backpedaling he's been doing and such?
I think he does have a point on a few things.
Oh, definitely. There's definitely.
I don't want to bash him because.
Oh no, not at all. There's truth in what he said. Like he kind of said that the thing is wrapped up. That they pretty much think it's an accident.
Mm-hmm.
That the only person that they're left waiting for is like the CHP's report that law enforcement's done, FBI is done. I mean, but who knows? You just don't know what to believe. Do you know what I mean?
Did you get to watch him on Zab Girls? Because he kind of gave more into that.
Yeah. I watched him on Zab
Because he
Girls,
said on there that he doesn't think it was like, oh, she went into the water kind of accident. He thinks something happened, and it was that kind of accident, and they had to, these
And that
youngsters
it went in
covered up.
backwards, right? That it went in backwards, he said too, which is
I
how could that
think
be an act? Like they were doing
I think he's thinking
donuts
it
and
kind of
stuff.
flipped.
Yeah.
Yeah, but AWP thinks it went in straight. I think CHP will figure that out.
Right? I think they could. They definitely could too. And
I do
like,
know why.
go on. Yeah.
That's okay. I
No,
do know why the that's a hard thing about being on panel. It's hard.
Oh
huh?
yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
I do know that there was tire tracks, and that's the reason why, that he's seen that was pointed out early on in the case that they were looking at, and they had that roped off too. So that's why they started their search where they started. So that's why he's thinking that she flipped over and went into the water.
Just seems like somebody would have heard that or seen it, or maybe somebody did.
I don't think he thinks that she drove herself into that lake. I don't think he thinks that at all.
He seems to think it's an accident. I mean, what I've been getting
Well,
from
he clarified on Zab's girl what he meant by accident. He thinks that there was something happened, and then, like something happened by accident at that party, and then, scared kids are trying to cover it up.
Well, that's what a lot of us think too. But
or there could have been, adults too. There was adults at this party, so it very well could have been an adult that attended this party, did something to Kiely. And
for sure, something could happen. But just how did the car get in? Like he was telling like two different stories. Like one that they were like doing donuts and that it flipped and she went in. But that's accident. But that's a trap. Like why wouldn't they call the cops then?
Didn't he specifically say on Zab Girls, like he actually said someone could have sideswiped her or someone behind her. I remember him saying that on Zab Girls. There could have been someone right behind her or sideswiped her. Did you all hear that?
I didn't hear.
Well, he said he's kind of changed, his tone on two different interviews.
Yeah,
so it's kind of hard, but I do think that he knows a lot more than we do, and that's why.
Oh, he definitely does. It seems like he's kind of implanted himself with the family a
Well,
lot.
He's talking to one of the detectives that's working the case too. So,
and he had them on like the phone. He said, and he, that's kind of interesting that he called the detectives. So,
and being close to the family too. That's why I watch him for tidbits. He knows that I don't agree with everything he said, and
but he definitely knows a lot. But he definitely is. I feel like he's doing PR right now for the family because the family wants to like move on. And yeah, I mean, I just think the mom. It's understandable. Of course, everybody grieves differently. I think we all agree with that. But I was watching this woman today, and she was saying something really interesting that, like, the need for all of us to analyze it. Like this hive mind and kind of all of us wanting to figure out what it is because it's almost like an evolutionary process for people and it will help people. Like I just learned in the chat so much about fentanyl that I didn't know that it could, be on like roses and dollar bills. And I didn't know any of that before this case.
What they're doing too is they'll put it on your medication or put it on a piece of medication and give it to somebody.
So
and they're also putting it on napkins. So if anybody out there ever sees a napkin stuffed in your door handle, do not touch it. Don't touch it.
See, that's like a great thing to learn.
That's what they're doing. It is. This world is going crazy. I'm telling you.
It's really going crazy. And so like, there's so many options that could have happened to her. I mean, with all of that, you know what I mean? Like you just never know. Even somebody, not one of her friends, who knows like what happened.
The fact that remember, Sammy even said that she does, Kylie's not the one to be, to go drink and drive and do that kind of stuff either. She's very responsible. But then again, she turns around and says that she's doing all this drinking. That's what I'm saying. There's something there that's with Sammy. I think that
she knows something. I feel like she just knows a lot.
She has guilty knowledge. She may have witnessed something or she was a part of it. And that's my opinion.
She knows something. I just feel like she just has something. And why is everybody saying she knows something? Everybody's kind of saying that. I mean, why would everybody say that? Or a lot of people. I shouldn't say everybody ever, but a lot of people are saying that. I
think if there were law enforcement's children at this party, then the law enforcement needs to step back and let the FBI handle it, because it just doesn't need
Yeah.
to be handled by someone that's kids could
Well,
possibly get in
the F-
trouble.
yeah, the
Conflict of
FBI
I-
was
interest.
handling it. They were over the top of Nevada County, so they were all three. It was CHP, the FBI, and Nevada County.
Right. If anybody hasn't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel and hit that like button. That helps my channel grow and helps me to bring more content and keep the awareness out of these about these missing children. Jennifer says, gotta say, Stephen Fisher doesn't know a lot. Keep in mind, this guy is a fashion photography. I don't know. I think he does have a PI. I really do.
He is a PI, and he's already proved that. And that's
Yeah.
what Stab Girl had to come out and show that, because she was sent the wrong information too. People were saying his license was expired, but it's not. But a lot of people, I didn't even know that he was not retained by this family.
Well,
You know,
is he?
I
he
didn't know
was
that
there just
either.
to help find Kylie with his drone footage and stuff. And then he got close with the grandpa and dad, and that's how he got involved.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I know it's going to break this mother's heart to find out that possibly some of her good friends were involved in this. I'm not saying they are. I'm just saying
Yeah,
could
it
be
would.
allegedly. But
It would
she's
break her heart.
going to live the rest of her life wondering what happened to her daughter if she doesn't find out. And like I said, down the line, when these kids have grown up and they've got grandchildren and they've got family and she's got no Kylie, she's going to look back and question why she didn't look into this further. You
Yeah.
know?
I
Yeah, maybe she is
agree.
being gaslighted. Maybe she
Oh,
is
yeah,
thinking
and
about
she's being naive, but also,
She's being naive for
yeah,
sure.
I
you know,
think too that I think LE's holding this case so close to the vest that the family doesn't know what's going on. And I heard that through, we heard that through PR
Interesting.
too.
That makes
The family,
sense.
they're not communicating with the family exactly what's happening. So I think there's a lot going on, and I think it's going to be a lot bigger than what people think.
could be, could be. Um, also, what was I going to say? It went away. I was going to say it.
I
And
got
People
excited
want you
stuff
to,
in the
Miss Stacy, people want you to change the picture on the screen.
RT sent you the two more pictures. One has a more of a where you can see more pictures of Kylie.
Oh, okay. Let me
I
look.
emailed them to you.
Okay. Um, thank you so much for that. But I was going to say something and I forgot what I was going to say.
I do.
You were going to tell us.
I didn't get
You
it,
were going
Lady
to tell
Love.
us the big news.
You didn't get it?
I didn't get it.
Let me resend it
Maybe this
again.
is it. No, same one.
Her and I need to talk behind the scenes about that big news before we
Yeah,
share.
I can't say nothing, y'all, and I won't. I won't.
That's why I came up. I was like, no, Daisy, no.
You wouldn't. You don't have to worry about that. I'm not going. I ain't gonna say nothing.
My laptop.
Miss Stacy, who is going to be your special guest tonight?
Well, we thought we was going to get. Did I tell them, Lady Love, or?
Well, no, because we might still get the
Yeah,
right.
we're
We got
gonna wait
two
on
people
that
that
one
we're
too.
trying to get on the show. So
We're trying to get some people on the show. We can't tell right now, y'all. I know it's killing me too, but
everything's so hot on YouTube right now because everybody's getting attacked from every which way. I think that
yeah,
once
I
it
do
calms
want to
down
put
a
out.
little
If
bit.
somebody is on my panel, I do require respect, whether you all agree with them or not. Let's respect. If I have a special guest, you know, we we find out more information with sugar and honey than we do vinegar. And if you go on the attack, you're not going to get anything from anybody.
Yeah.
So,
True.
try to be, nice and not like go on the attack, no matter how what your feelings is, because a lot of what the Steve guy is said is true, in my opinion. It probably shouldn't have been let out as soon as it was, but that still doesn't change the fact that they found the baby. She would have been laying in a grave right now, if they didn't. So where's them pictures at? Hang on, let me see.
Did you get? I sent them through the email.
Oh, okay. Email. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. Y'all, I'm almost at 8,200 subscribers. If y'all want to hit that button again, we can make it. It's not showing it. It's not showing it up. Lady of Love.
Oh, that's strange. Let me try again.
Look in the spam. I'm not getting nobody's email, and I don't understand.
Normally mine won't go in your spam
I
because you already
know.
have some from me.
I
That's weird.
know, but it's
Let me
not.
see if I can. Let me see if I can link him to Facebook. Hold on.
Okay, because
I just have to do it so it doesn't show his information.
So hit that subscribe if you ain't subscribed. Woohoo! Woohoo! Get me to 200. Daisy, if your special guest comes on, drop the panel so you are. Well, we when they won't be coming on tonight, but I will make it to where we got probably just me up here, maybe Lady of Love where he's familiar with her. But uh, good night, Jill. Thank you for coming in tonight. But can we say Sammy has the Jezebel spirit? She thinks she's cute and she likes all eyes on her. That's why she dressed that way. Anesthesia. Oh my lord. I done forgot what I was gonna say again. I swear I've got Alzheimer's, y'all.
You were talking about when you have somebody special on panel. You and Lady of Love.
Respectful and stuff.
Yeah, but the thing is, I love every one of y'all up here with us, and you're wonderful. But there is some people that comes in and tries to attack the panel guests and stuff, and we won't. I don't want that if I do have somebody up, whether people agree with them or not. But I do want to say this much. I want to just put out a tidbit. They might be something going down here pretty soon. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm zipping it up. That's it.
Interesting.
I'm zippity doodahs in it.
How credible is that source? How are you feeling about that source? I'm just curious. Just drop that tidbit.
Pretty credible.
Oh, good.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So.
Interesting.
Yeah. You're welcome. I'll try to keep y'all updated. Man, I wish Ryan would come up on my panel. There's a lot I talk about with him, because the reason why I'd like to talk about Ryan, because I think talk to Ryan Upchurch, is because I think that he got too noisy, and that's why Kiely was found. That's what I think. But
he did bring a lot of awareness because he's got a big following.
So yeah, he brought a lot of awareness to this case.
And I do think what he was doing, and people don't have to agree, but I think what Ryan was doing was baiting, trying to get information. Because if you say, "Oh, you don't exist," people are going to come out and try to prove you exist, right? And that's what happens.
That's true.
But at the same time, it's to the family. It's so. I think that part took it a little too far. He could have done that a little differently, but maybe not. Maybe he'll get more information that way. I don't know.
Right. I don't know.
And that's what happened. Those girls come out and proved those party pics. That was me in that picture. It did work.
Yeah, it did. It worked.
Yeah. Well, hopefully something will come, out to put a lot of this speculation to rest, or prove people right. Before too long anyway. I hope we get the news first so we can go live on it, because we're invested, especially Lady Love. She's been boots on the ground over here, and RT and everybody that's been in here with us. So I pray that there is some justice pretty soon for this baby, and I pray for her mama as well, and her daddy, and her whole entire family. I'm not trying to judge the mama, but the mama could have done it a little bit different than what she did, like telling us to mind our business.
I don't think that was directed at everybody, though. I think that was directed at people like Ryan for saying she doesn't exist, and asking for proof of birth, and those kind of people that are going overboard. Because for one, she's 16. The information, it's an open investigation. You're not going to find anything on her except for whatever the family has shared, or public, forums where they have information on her. But Yeah.
That's
We're
so true.
the minors here in California are really protected, especially if
Yeah.
it's an open investigation.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I
And
just
I
think
try to tell Ryan that, but
that is
one pea in a big pod, so
Yeah.
or actually that would be a
I
pot,
got
not a,
two of the same pictures, Lady loves what it's sending me. Two of the same pictures.
are those ones you already got?
Yeah, I already got them. He said he sent a picture of a bigger banner to you. That's what he
he said
said.
it was a front view, so we could actually see the picture.
The pictures of the pictures that were up on the tables, because that's what I sent.
Well, no, he said he sent a picture of the. Hey, chill, Billy. He said he sent a picture of a bigger picture of the banner.
Okay, let me check again.
It's a front view, Lady of Love, so that we could actually see it.
Yeah, that's what he said. I don't know, y'all. I thought I would never get invested in another case like I did Summer Walker, but I'm very invested in this case because the girl is so beautiful. She had such a long life ahead of her. You know, she had such a bright future, and for her to lose her life like this, and excuse me, sorry guys,
Bless you.
it's just very sad. I'll just put up what we got here. Oh shoot, hang on. Let me wait here. If that mom finds out one of those,
Miss Daisy,
huh?
what I got is the picture of it shows a Jagger walking with Kylie's mom, and then the other one is a picture that shows the spread, and then it shows a banner that's a purple thing that's hanging down. That's
Oh,
what I
Purple
got.
banner. The banner is what he said it was titled, like the purple banner, right?
this is all I got from you. But he said it was a bigger picture.
Oh, I didn't get it. RT, can you resend that one? I just checked. I got 3 of the same emails.
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm. No, but what I was getting ready to say, if I don't lose it again, it was important, and then it went again. He said he's resending it. Um, darn, it's gone.
Miss
I
Daisy,
swear it's not all timers, y'all.
You were invested in the summer. You never thought you'd be invested in a case like this again?
Oh yeah, like the Summer Wells, but it was something about I don't even know. I can't. It comes back. It'll come back in a minute. Morning Dove says a drowning victim should show signs of extreme stress on the lungs that would not be hard to see, but who will be doing the looking? Somebody said that they thought she'd already been cremated. I don't know if that's true or not. Kate was not at the celebration of life. RT said that she was not there. And RT is our boots on the ground and Miss Lady of Love.
I got it this
I
time, RT.
I've
I just
noticed that a lot of celebrations of life usually come after a cremation.
Oh, they do?
Usually,
Oh, maybe
not
they-
always. But
I wonder why they would cremate her. You think it's I don't know. I have a different opinion about cremation. That's just me. It bothers me. But other people, they believe in it and that's their belief and I respect that.
Also, sometimes people choose
Okay.
cremation because it isn't as expensive. But from what I understand, her family has enough money, and there was a GoFundMe to help with expenses on that. So, it could be their belief, but a lot of people choose that because it is cheaper. You know what I
that
mean?
GoFundMe was for the reward.
Thank
Oh,
you.
okay. So there wasn't one at all for the. Oh, I'm
No,
sorry.
and
There
they
wasn't.
stopped the reward and
Okay.
they're giving that money back. So
Okay. Okay. Gotcha.
Ananice just reminded me what I was talking about. Thank you. Um, so I said if she finds out, okay. So I was watching about Lacey Peterson, right? And all through her interview, her mom when her mom first found out she went missing and all that, her mom was like, no way her husband did that. No way. There's no way Scott did that to her. And then she finds out that that's what happened. And I think that's what's going to happen. Maybe the mom is in denial. And thank you for that.
I
I need
think
somebody to
so.
remind me what I said. And maybe down the line, she's going to probably be mad at herself if she finds out that maybe that's what really happened, that there was her friends involved. And I don't think Mags was involved. And I don't know about Jagger either. But I mean, even like Scott Peterson and Lacey Peterson's mom didn't, she was in denial. And there's been so many families that went through that. Like, I think in that one case where those them two girls killed that one girl, they went to the house and consoled the mom and everything, and come to find out, they were involved. Brian said, "Will Sammy go to college in the states?" I don't know where she's going to go to college at. I don't know. I don't know much about Sammy and
If we
Miss
look at the
Daisy.
I think it's USC, I heard.
Oh,
USC,
at
possibly.
USC.
I think I saw that somewhere.
Okay. Miss Daisy, ash and dirt is misinterpreted in the scripture. Your soul already where it's supposed to be, and those ashes can make it just as good new heavenly body. Thank you, Brian. I don't
I
know.
think
I
too,
feel
if
uncomfortable. I don't know. I would
if
never
you
want to be. It's not got nothing to do with the Bible. It's just I
personal preference, probably.
well, I don't the part my family members being burnt. No, I
Yeah, I
want
don't like it
a
either.
grave to my sister was cremated, and that was by her children's choice, and it bothered me so much. It really did bother me. But I'm not judging anybody by it or anything. It's something I would not do.
A lot of people prefer it just because they don't want to be in the ground wasting away. But
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to be burned either. I mean, no way. But I think if we looked up the stages of grief, that's going to explain Kylie's mother right now. All
Yeah.
the stages she's been through.
She's studying to be a neuroscientist. Well, she better not get a criminal record, because I'm telling you right now, you won't be able to go into healthcare with a criminal record. I'm in healthcare myself, and you have to have a perfect criminal record, because you can't go into healthcare and work as a healthcare worker with a criminal record of any, even a misdemeanor.
Yeah.
Sammy's
And
college, be in prison. Do what?
I was gonna say, speaking on grief, right now she has, speaking of like closure, she has closure of where her daughter was. They found her. But I agree with you 100%. She's gonna need answers. I'm sorry. You can't go, I mean, just not knowing exactly what happened and why she ended up at the bottom of that lake. Mom is going to need answers eventually. I know this personally. Like, I haven't lost a child, but I lost my mom at 12 years old, and I've been searching for answers for 20 some years, and I still don't have the answers. And I am telling you, like, she's gonna have to know the whys and the hows. And right now, maybe not, like you said, but eventually she's gonna have to know. It'll eat her up if she doesn't know how and why.
Right. I think so too. Like I said, when she sees these other kids going, growing up, getting married, going to college, graduating, and her baby's not with her no longer, you know what I mean?
I
Um,
did
that's when the anger's going to come, I think.
I did send you that banner.
Oh, you did? Okay, let
Mhm.
me. Thank you, Lady of Love.
Mhm.
Um, let's see, I'll pull it back up. Okay, that's better. Thank you, RT. Are
I
you
think
with this?
I do think that with time that, I think that we may see people standing up and talking about, drunk driving issues and stuff. I do think that some of these teens that were a part of that should really advocate for that.
Mm-hmm.
If that's what happened, because we still, once again, we don't even know. She could have been sober
Right. That's true. Thank
Well,
you so much, RT. There's no trouble. Thank you.
that's
That's a
her
beautiful
silhouette of her
picture.
picture.
Yes, thank you so much, RT. You've
That's
been
pretty.
very helpful. You've brought Kylie Celebration Life to us, you know.
Yeah.
Nurse Mama said, denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she could be in denial right now, especially when it comes to those other kids.
Right.
I just don't think she knows at all. I think that Ellie's keeping it really close to the vest, and I think it's all going to come out.
Right. RT said, remember those pics Jagger took?
Yeah, he took the picture of her that she looked like a ballerina with
Yeah.
that dress like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
That's one of the pictures. You all, I don't know what's wrong with my mind tonight. Like I said, early Alzheimer's here.
You know what it is because I told you something in your messenger you're all excited about.
No, I know. It's hard, but we have to hold tight to it. For
I will
reading.
tell you last night, Miss Daisy, I was up from when we ended the live. I wasn't alive last night. Last night, anyways, I was up until 7 o'clock this morning looking at footage over and over and over again for that
Really?
stuff we're going to discuss. Yeah.
So it's you that has everything we're wanting to know, then, right?
So
The what?
Talk about it.
So it's
Lady.
you. So it's you that's everybody's wanting to know this information.
Yeah, but you know what? Because it's such a touchy thing, I need to talk to Daisy about it behind the scenes first. And I didn't tell her until she was live because I was going to message her, and then I didn't even get my notification that she was live. So I was like, darn it. But yeah, we need to talk about it first, and because a lot of stuff's not YouTube appropriate.
Right.
We have to be careful.
Miss Daisy, I'll take that as a yes. Ben, yours not answering. What is it, Dwayne? Did he ask me a question? Did you ask me a question, Dwayne? Let me go up. I don't know what he's talking about. Because sometimes I'll click on these, I don't get a chance. They're going by so fast.
Oh, he wants to. I found it. He wants to know: does it have to do with Kate and the emergency roadside assistance call? So you can't answer that.
I can't. Only Lady of Love can answer that. She knows more about
I have
it.
a question about that for you guys about the roadside assistance guy. Do you because I was on this other panel and we were talking about it, and somebody used to work for like a roadside assistance company, and I think just with the integrity of how AWP is and what he was saying, I think that they have some kind of like VIN number or license number, AWP, or they wouldn't. I mean, what do you guys think? I feel like they just wouldn't release it, like the possibility of that if they didn't have it like a receipt.
Oh, it's already been verified too, not just by AWP, but it's been verified by the public too. People have gone and asked.
Are you talking about what you told me a while ago?
Like
no,
the
AWP.
like that there's like that there's a license plate that it was definitely her car. Who knows who was there?
That they didn't come out and say that. They just said that it is a credible tip, but they did not.
They said it's a credible tip. I know that, and that it's like that they said it's I've heard them say that it's a credible tip. But
Thank you, lovely lyrics. Sorry, go ahead.
I think it will play in. I honestly do myself.
Diana, this is a picture that was at Kylie's Celebration of Life. Someone made this. It is weird that Kate was not at this Celebration of Life. That's really weird.
Wow.
I want to know if she dyed her hair.
Kate? I don't know.
Because she put a picture on her Instagram of a picture with her and brown hair, and somebody said it's an old picture. So did she dye her hair now?
Station with Brian said, I saw a video on another channel of Kate and Jagger. They were friends with benefits, just saying. Even while Kylie and Jagger was together, they said they have always been friends with. I don't know.
See, that's another thing we don't know, how close her and Kate really were. We just hear, that was from Kate that came out and said Sammy and Kate weren't close. And That's the only person we've heard that from. So we don't even know what's true and what's not true when it comes to their friendships.
Yes,
That's
like
really
I
holding back.
heard something about that on Bullhorn. When Olivia Chronicles Olivia and Bullhorn Betty are talking to some of these kids. Allegedly, I can't say for sure.
Let's pull that up. You want to?
Yeah, that they said that this girl, or well, no, there was a anonymous person that said they received Snapchats from Kate that she had been in bed with Jagger and even like Snapchatted her a picture of her and Jagger together right after they got out of the bed together. Now, listen, I'm not saying this. This is what this person said.
Yeah, this is allegedly.
Yeah, exactly. This is what this person sent and told Bullhorn Betty and Chronicles Olivia that they had the Snapchats from that and that it had happened a few times. Now, I don't know, I don't know if that person's telling the truth or not, but that is what they have reported about that.
Let's look it up. Chronicles Olivia. I like her. She's a beautiful girl, ain't she? Olivia.
Yes.
Girl,
Yeah, she really is.
Okay, we'll bring it up.
She does amazing computer work too.
Yeah, man, she's pretty though. She's a beautiful girl.
Yeah, she's really pretty.
Let's see. We'll bring it up and see here what she has to say. And credits to Chronic with Olivia, and I think Bullhorn Betty too was in this as well. Which we all love Betty. We know that. I love Betty. Hang on just a second. We'll try to fast forward it a little bit to where it's at. These stupid commercials would leave. Hang on.
While you're looking for that, you weren't, Miss Stacy, you weren't at Summers the year June 15th at Bullhorn Betty's. Were you there?
I was at the Warriors Park for a little while, then I got dumped off at the Food City.
Oh my gosh, I was just like, because I was at Bullhorn Betty's down in Rogersville, and that's what I was wondering if you were there or not, because I was like, oh no, how'd I miss you? But
you didn't see the excitement? Me and Jenkins went together, got in an argument, and she dumped me off and left me at the Food City.
No, I missed all of that. Oh my gosh,
husband
no, I
had
no
to come
idea.
get me.
What? I didn't know that.
To the park. Yeah, it was a whole mess.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I didn't know.
It's okay. It was quite comical. It really was. But yeah, I ended up at the Food City until my husband came to get me. Okay, let's see what she has to say here. Sorry. Hang on, the skies. Hang on, just a second, y'all.
And to honor that, I have blurred out her name. And for privacy reasons, her voice has been altered.
Yeah, of course. I don't mind at all. I'm at a golf tournament in Nevada right now, so it might be a little bit loud. I wasn't at the party. It was my first one. I was only there from like 10:30 until 11 because my friend had a soccer tournament in the morning and we were only juniors at the time. So we technically, it was more like a senior party and we didn't have like that many senior friends. I did know Kiely. She went to Forest Charter with me and she was amazing, she definitely hung out with a lot of druggies, I guess you could say. They were always stoned. Don't know if she was, because I never really talked to her. She loved music class. That's really all I know about her. I didn't hang out with her that much. I'd say there were like, if I had to guess, like 200 people there. But I don't know, because I left really early. And I was there, and I did see Kiely right before I left. I was like walking towards the car, and I was with my friends. one of my senior friends who's a guy, like, he was with me the whole time. I was basically just clinging on to him because I was like scared to death. Because it was my first party and there were like a lot of people that I didn't know. And then I was with one of my other junior friends, the one who had soccer practice in the morning. And then one of my other senior friends, like the girl's older sister. And she drank a little bit. There was a lot of drinking there. I didn't drink anything because I'm a Christian and I don't like drinking. I only drink in Spain. Yeah, that's all the information I have because I wasn't really active at the party. I literally sat by a tree with my friend who had soccer practice in the morning and we sat there like kind of judging people, I guess you could say, like people that we knew but they didn't know us because we'd like stalk them on social media. We'd be like, oh my gosh, there's a swim team boy. Oh my gosh, birthday dating. We did that kind of thing for like 20 minutes and we're like, okay, let's leave. And then we went home and watched Netflix. Yeah, I know this is kind of a long audio recording. I would prefer it if my identity were kept a secret, but thank you.
In this Snapchat message between her and I, she mentions that Kiely was most definitely intoxicated and offered her a drink multiple times. She also says that Kiely had smoked weed, so between the alcohol and the weed, Kiely was crossfaded. According to what she says, we now know that Kiely was for sure intoxicated before 11 o'clock. She mentioned that she did not see Kiely hanging out with any boys, and that there was a group of teenagers who were trying to jumpstart their car on the side of the road. She also says she did not see Sammy because, quote, I just kind of sat there and everyone I talked to approached me. But yes, Sammy used to go to my youth group for a while and we were never really friends, but we knew each other. She also says there was a fake fight, a playful fight, which corroborates what Sammy had said in her interview, where she talks about the playful fights. The teen noticed no strange guys, and Kiely was not hanging around any guys. But granted, this is all before 11 o'clock. Kiely sent a text message to her mother at 11:30. There is talk whether or not this text message was actually sent by Kiely. Now that we know for sure she was definitely intoxicated, it is possible that someone else sent that text message. However, it is still possible to send a text message under the influence. Remember the one teenager who told her parents that she had seen Kiely and she couldn't walk or speak? I'm curious to know what time of the night this occurred at. Was it after 11 o'clock? Or was it before 11 o'clock when she couldn't walk or speak? In a video with a
Okay, guys, what do you think about that? Let me get past this stupid.
I don't know about all that.
About Kiely being intoxicated.
Well, no, I'm not saying she's not intoxicated, but come out and say for a fact. I don't think so. I think we should wait for the toxicology on that. I do think that I don't understand why these people are going to YouTubers but not going to the police.
Exactly.
So that's what makes me fishy because, for one, the cops are going to be digging at Olivia and wondering who's talking to her about the case. I don't know.
Well, that's true, but I do know that they said that they had verified this multiple ways and even verified, I swear, not in this video. This is the short video, but they also did a live video where they covered this video and showed this video multiple times in the live that they discussed it. And they were talking about it and how they got the information. And they did say...
What they verify?
I'm sorry, go ahead. What?
You said they verified? What did they verify?
They said that they verified multiple ways, and they also had even verified with Sammy that this particular girl that is speaking for this video was definitely at the party, and that she does go to the same high school, and that she did know Kiely. Like there were multiple ways they verified it. They explained in the live video. Now, I mean, that's up to us whether or not we believe it or not, but that's what they said. And then what I was mentioning earlier about Kate and Jagger, and that's potential alleged situation is also, I think, in that live video they did, the longer video where they discussed this short video and talked about how they gathered this information. That's just what I'm saying. Like I said, but it's all alleged, obviously.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. There was a lot of people who said that like the Elsa girl said that, she fell in a hole and they had to help her out.
Yeah, I do think she was drugged just because of Sammy's statement saying we shared drinks all night. And some people are coming out saying that they didn't even see Sammy next to her most of the night.
Why would
So that's what I mean. These stories just don't add up. It's weird.
It's all weird. John Wilmer, what did he say? Let's see what John has to say. People don't realize that these kids take copious amounts of drugs, and she probably took a fake Xanax. And a lot of people think it is fentanyl. A lot of people think she may have took it. I mean, we seen Sammy's brother's record there.
Yeah.
Well, that was kind of interesting.
But if her and Sammy aren't close and people are saying they didn't even hang out at the party, where did this take place that she's drinking out of Sammy's cup and they're drinking all night together out of the same cup?
Might not have ever happened. That might have been her way of explaining what happened
So strange.
to Kiely. You know what I'm saying? If she knows Kylie's going to have substances in her blood, that could be her way of saying, well, I took the same thing.
But you know what? No way did Kiely drive in that car. No way, because she wouldn't be in the back hatch.
Well, that, and like you showed me those pictures of the area where there's big deep holes. There's no way
she would have wrecked way before that.
Yeah.
My car wouldn't even make it through those areas. I had to pull off and park somewhere to walk the rest of the way.
All right.
It's not made for cars, yeah.
Right. Monique said Sammy was saying they aren't going to find her. They are looking in Donors Lake. Nope, they were searching in Boca. She said that? Wow. Huh.
Yeah, see, when they said they found her, Sammy thought that the AWP was still searching at Boca. Well, AWP cleared Boca really quick. And so they came over to Prosser, and Sammy didn't know that. So when she heard that she was found, she was like, no way, because she knew that Kiely wasn't at Prosser, and that's what a lot of people are thinking. And it could be true.
Why were they trying to distract them away from Prosser? But they let them go anyway, but that was kind of weird that they didn't want them to really go in there.
Yeah, I think
because they had searched so much in there.
I think there's a lot of sketchiness around that.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion.
AWP has a second video, I'm sure, of the emergency roadside assistant guy phone showing who is the two kids with Kylie's car. Now, if you all watched the PI guy, he stated in another person's channel, I'm not going to say no names, but he stated that AWP told him and the family, allegedly it was Jaggard, positively identified as the guy that was with the car at Boca Lake.
By the roadside guy, yeah.
By the boat.
I heard that too. Yeah.
He said that he showed him a picture of Jaggard. He said that he identified him. So I don't know.
I know, because I rewatched AWP's live they did on Zap Girls, and I did see that they said on there that, it could be identifying, it could be there could be a mistake in there somewhere, like say that he looked like somebody, and it had been a week since he actually had been longer than a week, because it was like 9 days that he didn't see, he didn't even know Kiely was missing. He's seen that flyer.
Dash cam video. There's dash cam footage.
Yeah, there's dash cam footage. But it took him 9 days before he seen that flyer. And then that's when he realized, oh, that's the same girl. He went straight to the cops and gave them that information. The cops went to, because he can't give them the footage. They have to get the footage from the company owner. And that's what happened. They got the information.
He could have had it on his phone. That's what I heard
No,
from that.
he said he has no access to that. And AWP made that clear too. They were also on Popcorn Planet. I don't know if you watched them there as well.
I didn't know. Oh, interesting. Wow. So he said
Yeah.
he had no access to the work
Yeah,
order.
he doesn't have access to that the actual video. That his boss has to handle that part.
Because
The
somebody in the
company.
chat was just saying that they think like the second video from AWP is like some kind of footage from, which would make sense. Like what would
I
be on
think
that?
that
Yeah.
they had a long. He said they have a longer interview with this guy and his girlfriend as well. The
Yeah. But I feel like there needs to be
he's
a
not.
receipt,
I'm
some
guessing that
kind of receipt.
he's a roadside assistant. So
Somebody's, yeah.
AAA or
Or like California or through insurance, but it has to be like hooked with a tag number, VIN number. Has to be, they have to have some kind of positive ID that it was her car. So
yeah,
that just
that would be on there. But he did, according to the PI, identify. He told them at the site that they identified Jagger as that person.
Yeah.
But AWP did say on Zav Girls channel that there is room for error because it had been a whole week. So the only way for them to know is to look at that footage to know for a fact who it
Yeah,
was.
and somebody had to look at that footage.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What's interesting is though that he was thinking that it could have been another girl and not Kiely.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that theory.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
I feel like the roadside assistance guy, I mean, people can look similar, but I feel like they would
the
pay more
biggest
attention
mystery.
to the car, right? Wouldn't they pay more attention to the vehicles? Like that's what they work on daily. So he could remember, yeah, that was a CRV of this particular car. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you can mistake the people, but the car is the car. Whether or
And
not,
also the girl, because
Yeah.
he was interacting with her most of the time. But I do think that I forgot what I was gonna say.
Well,
You
heck,
could
I'm not gonna
mistake.
tell you now.
I got Daisy brain.
It's
This
got
is what
Daisy
happens to my brain at nighttime. I'm tired.
Yeah, it's getting late. We'll talk about it a few more minutes, and then I'll let you go because I know I've been on here almost 4 hours. So
wow,
you've been having some good lives. That's why.
Yeah, we get deep in this conversation. I think we all share the same heart when it comes to this child and this family. We're not hating on the mom whatsoever. We know she's going through her stages. We know that she's trusting these kids, but like I said, I think one day she will look back and be like, yeah, something ain't right. But right now, she's got the best intentions for these kids, which something ain't right with them. Jeffrey said, now this is crazy because this girl says she seen Kiely, but not seen Sammy. So who's not telling the truth here?
Yeah, they don't
Jennifer
know.
or Sammy?
None of them add up. That's what I'm saying. It's weird because they're all coming out with different stories.
Yeah.
Every
Monique
single
says
one of them.
all of the above. I agree. All of the
There
above.
probably is a mixture of all the above.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to steer their narrative and confuse people even more.
Exactly.
that's exactly what's going on. And is that just because there's a cover up going on? Sorry, my
I
dog.
guarantee it. I guarantee it.
Yeah, me too.
I think
I feel like that's where this is going, and it's going to be an accident, and it's just a cover up, and yeah.
Oh, hi.
We'll never know.
Right.
I mean, who knows?
I think we're going to have a lot more information come out.
Yeah.
One way or the other, there's going to be a lot more information coming out.
Melina
Because AWP has more footage too.
Yeah.
Exactly. Melina says 24 people died in Pacer County from fentanyl in 2020. Pacer County website has an emergency alert on their page. Wow.
Yeah, that's what you were sharing earlier.
That's what makes me think that this could be a fentanyl incident.
And it just takes a tad. It doesn't even take very much, and it can kill somebody.
Well, and she was so tiny too.
Well, people just touching it,
Right.
are being compromised. So,
right,
that's dangerous.
I agree. But guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and end this live for tonight. It's been an awesome live. It's been awesome. We've got deep in conversation. I want to talk to Lady of Love behind the scenes and see what about this new information. And hopefully we can get a special guest up in here. I don't know.
Yeah, we're waiting on 2, so we'll see.
Yeah. According to Miss Daisy, it doesn't sound like an accident. Well, in my opinion, I don't think it's an accident, Dwayne, but I could be wrong. It's just my opinion. But I think I'm going to go ahead and end this live for tonight. We'll be back tomorrow night. Maybe, hopefully, we'll have more information. Maybe we'll have some breaking news on this case. I don't know. But I want to thank every one of y'all coming up here. Every one of y'all ladies and gentlemen been up here on my panel. We've had a great, great, great live tonight. If you guys have not subscribed to my channel, please hit that subscribe button and that like button. Thank you for all my mods. Thank you for RT. Thank you, ladies, for coming up and come back with me tomorrow. I enjoy having each and every one of y'all. I enjoy hearing y'all's opinions on everything.
Thank you. Thank you for having me, Miss Daisy. Have a good night.
Welcome.
Thank you, Miss Daisy.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Come back, ladies, now, okay? And
Okay.
we'll be back tomorrow with more on this case. And if I get any breaking news, I'll be on early. For sure. So y'all hit that like and subscribe button. Have a blessed night. Stay tuned and pray for this family. That's all I can say. Pray for this family, because they need prayer. Good night, everybody. I love you. Happy birthday, Creative Spirit. Thank you, baby. Love. Bye, everybody. Bye.